And then we are live right now here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Big Wheels Bo Carver, along with the host Kurt Chase, and at the helm, flying the ship and keeping us on track is the great Psycho Dave Martin. Good morning, Dave. How's everything going with you, brother? Oh, you sound just like you got know where you got that from. Yeah. Life is wonderful. Okay. Well, there we are. We're here.
So I need to share it and show the public.
You want to? Okay, we got another.
Share this.
I was able to do it off mine. So thanks everybody for being a part of it. We're in an orange alert here for not doing anything outside, trying to be safe out there. So, Dave, I don't think that you should be doing anything outside today. Oh, you actually tried to do that?
Yeah, they could
Wasn't?
That's going to join the video.
What's going on? I say we get it right there.
That's weird.
Are you sure you're on public on there? On your Facebook page? Here it is. I'm getting off of shifting gears. One way or the other, you can do it. Are you there? Did you get it? All you gotta do is share it. What's this story? We don't that. That's weird. Well, you're on the Automotive Edge. You need to be on the personal page. Right here. Just hit your face. Now we go to the Automotive Edge. And that's weird. No, that's doing that. We're here, everyone, trying to figure it out. I need to check something here. Audio might be messed up a bit quick. Good morning. Didn't do that here. I did. Yeah, wrong. There we go. Should be a lot better now. I don't know where you at. Let's see here. Try something else. There we go. Well, let's share this. Share. Share now. Okay. That's the wrong place. That's the wrong show. Dang it, dude. We're trying to get there, folk.
We'll get there from here.
Why did it say share story? Dude.
Your SRN program begins in 60 seconds.
Why it's doing that?
In 60 seconds, we're trying to get there.
Can you do it in 30 seconds?
I don't know what's going on here, dude. This is insane.
Just get out of it and start over.
Right, right.
Okay.
We should be having it here. So I have it on my stuff.
You're up.
Well, top of the morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs. Whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, body shop, we have you covered. Phone lines are open, 800-281-TALK. That's 800-281-8255. If you want to know where to go, who to see, and what to do when it comes to your automotive needs, give us a call, or you can chime in, Bo. Let them know where they can find us.
Yes, you can find us this morning on 100.7 FM The Word. If you're tuned in on the radio, you already hear us there. But we're also on our social media live streaming on the Automotive Edge Facebook live stream page and our Shifting Gears sister page. And then on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/@theautomotiveedge, or you can just go to YouTube and search the Automotive Edge Radio Show. And there you can find us and see us and our lovely, fantastic new backdrop and ground that we are looking mighty pretty. Kurt, it made him look better and working on me. But we're here every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to noon. So share the word, like and share the broadcast. Let everybody know that we're here to help them with all their automotive needs, whether they're buying, selling, lease, parts, service, bodywork, tires, wheels, whatever they need. They don't need to go it alone. That's the worst thing to do, is travel that yellow brick road by yourself. You know, you need some help getting there to the Oz. And if you want to get there, you need to go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Ask Kurt, and then he will help you get to where you need to be and no cost to you. That's the beautiful part about it. Save you time and money and headache and heartache and regret. So if you'll do that, you'll be a very happy camper at the end of the day. And I promise you that. He's helped many, many, many after being on the radio for 24 years now, right?
November.
24 years, and then been in the automobile business for 38, 39 years. So there's a lot of education there that you can gain at no cost and save you a lot of headache. So do that and make yourself a happy camper.
You know, a lot going on in the industry. Everybody is moving. Excuse me. Wow. 26 inventory, if you can believe it. Everybody's moving quickly. And I was at Lowe's and Home Depot, and they've already got it decorated for Halloween, mid-August. Was in another store. They already got Christmas decorations out. Everything's moving quick. And in the auto industry, everything's moving quick because June is the end of the fiscal year. And now the 27s, there are already, I think, 9 2027 models that are out. So they're pushing for this 26 inventory to be gone, and it is a great time. And I know a lot of people have listening to the show. They get the newsletter and all the networking that I do. Go, guys, the gas prices are killing me. Well, it's going to change. We were hoping sooner than later. You know, you got all those crazy nutcase, American haters over there in Iran, and something we need to be praying about every day, that we can bring all this to an end with the gas prices going up. But when gas prices go up, the manufacturers have to figure a way to keep the assemblies going. And so what do? Discount, rebate, discount as much as they possibly can. I'm seeing bigger incentives starting to stack up that we saw years ago, especially when it comes to your big SUVs and your big pickup trucks. We're seeing now where your big luxury SUVs, they're putting incentives and APRs on them, which they never did before. You look at the Ford Expedition, the Platinum Edition. What do you have? $4,000 incentive plus massive discounts. And then another thing that's happening to really move inventory is you're seeing the addendums go away, and you're seeing things being added to a car at no charge. Grapevine Dodge, no addendums. And then when you look at what they're giving you after the sale or included on the car that you don't have to pay is absolutely incredible. So a lot of them are going, well, hang on just a second here. We got to move inventory. Gas prices are up. These $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000 addendums that they're adding to the vehicles, we got to get rid of them. It's actually slowing down the sales. And so a lot of them are putting a big kibosh on. We just need to sell the vehicle. We need to move inventory. We need to turn this iron off the lot. And for you, the consumer, that is a good thing. Plus, the banks understand it as well. So some people that didn't think they could buy a car are now getting car loans. Some people that are believing that their interest rates were going to be 18%, they're getting fantastic interest rates. In fact, we just had one that we helped, and they went to two places. The lowest rate was $14.99, and they drove off in a brand new Ford at $6.99. I mean, that's a lot of rate. That's 7 points of interest rate because we got them to a place that looked at their credit history, just didn't go off their score, found out what was going on, submitted it to the lender, and the lender was all in on that car deal. So it's really a good time if you've been on the sideline going, hey, do I buy a car? Is it a good time? What's going on? It's a great time. And there's a lot going on in the auto industry to make sure that you're getting the best possible deal, whether it's new or pre-owned. 800-281-8255. That's 800-82. I'm sorry. Well, I'm going backward here. 281-8255. I spent this whole week at plenty of dealerships, and we're appraising tons and tons of cars. And here's the thing. We'll have it on the website next week, but we're starting today. Sell your car to Steve. And I have a buddy of mine, Steve Spiker, that him and I are going to be working side by side to get your bids in and your buy bids. If you just want to sell your car, or if you want to know the value of your car, we're going to get it done so much quicker. So, go to my website, theautomotiveedge.com. That's theautomotiveedge.com. Click on Contact Kurt, fill out the trade appraisal, and then that will automatically, we'll get that over to Steve, and Steve is going to give you a phone call and book out that car for you and talk to you about your automobile. Remember, we have every connection in the auto industry, every make and model, and used cars. And one of Steve's specialties is finding used cars for dealers all over the United States. So I've known Steve for over 20 years. He worked at many of the dealerships where I knew the owner as a GSM, finance director, sales manager. He's done it all. And now he's got spikerscar.com. That's spikercar.com. And the dealers are able to go in and put in their portfolio and say, hey, we need all these used cars. So he knows the market as good as anybody else out there. And so Steve and I met the other day. If you go to my YouTube page, The Automotive Edge, you'll see Steve and I with some dialogue on what he does. We're going to get you all the money for your trade-in based on how you describe it before you even get to the dealership, which is the biggest hang-up when people are buying automobiles. They just get into this, well, I saw it online for this, and they're selling cars for this. You know, what people are selling stuff for does not mean that's the value. Got nothing to do with the value. It's called profit. How much profit are they going to make over the actual value of the product, which is 75% of what the world does. You have a product, and that product costs $100. Your goal is how much over $100 you can get. And so you have to stay away from retail shopping when you're appraising your car. And the mindset with a lot of people this week is, well, I know what they're going to sell it for. No, you don't. You don't.
Well, how do they, it's just like selling your house. How do they know what you're going to sell it for? You might have it listed at $350,000, but you might end up selling it for $250,000 or even more.
Well, my neighbor
Here's
around the
something.
street, he listed his house for $579, for $549. He sold for $579.
So there you go.
And so homes are a little bit different because they bid on them to get them,
Right.
and they put a list price, and it's how high can people go? That's not what goes on a used car.
Sure.
And the guy goes, well, there's a lot of similarities between homes and cars. No,
1 minute.
homes are going up and cars are not in value when it comes to selling. They put a sale price. People just start bidding on them. When people go to car lots, they don't say, well, the car's selling for $16,995. I'll give you $17,500, and I'll give you $18,000, I'll give you $18,280. That's not the way it works. It's a different thing. But to maximize your dollar, we brought on Steve Spiker to the Automotive Edge Radio Show to help you get all the money on yours and save all the money on theirs. Quick break, 800-281-TALK. We'll be right back.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate all your input. Melinda, good morning to you. Danny Fain. Gary Coker says, have a great purple day for my purple brother. Excuse me, Big Wheels Bo Carver and my best friend, Kurt Chase. And Gary says, Kurt, he'll be back in touch before long. Thanks again for your patience. Dorothy Noon, good morning.
Good morning, my beautiful cousin
Yes.
from New York.
And you are my wonderful friend, too. Everything's rocking. And the mayor says, hi, team, just like your show. Just another hot day. Yes, it is. Ronnie Swain, folks, top of the morning to you. Yes, it's all good. We have an orange alert today. Good morning, Ralph Paul. Hope your day's going good out there. And Tom Hammond. Where's Willie? Who's Willie? Willie Nelson? Is that an inside joke with you and Tom? Willie?
Well, he was in Jefferson, Texas,
Right.
and picked me up the Willie shirt. I don't know if you saw
Oh,
it.
yes, I did. It's an awesome shirt.
Yep.
I guess he's wanting to know
And
why
so-
you didn't wear it this morning.
I have some hats for Tom.
There you go.
We're doing a swap. Hats for shirts, shirts for hats.
Well, he wants to know where Willie is. It's around here,
Yeah, Willie's here.
just not on screen this morning. But it's all good. Everything.
I'll tell you what. I'll wear him next Saturday.
How about that? All right. We're moving right along this morning. Thanks, everybody, and hope that you're going to stay cool out in this hot weather, especially in North Texas. I don't know if you're some of the other locations around the country, if you're surviving. I know that some places in Louisiana had a bunch of rain the other day.
Yeah, went right around us. They show that little pressure system, and it is not letting the rain hit
us.
DFW.
Yeah, we're really pretty.
Those people up
Brutal.
in the northeast Indiana, Ohio, one of them got 42 inches of rain.
Really? Are you
Hawaii,
kidding
no, it was
me?
Hawaii got 42 inches
Oh.
of rain. And then extreme flooding in Indiana and Ohio. It's
Wow.
tough.
Isn't it amazing? It's always, one way or the other, like drought or flooding. It's crazy. But what are we going to do? I guess we just need to quit driving gas cars. That'll save everything. We'll get the rain back.
Yeah, do that.
No more drought.
There's some wackadoodle-doos out there.
Hey, they're probably amening me out there if they are. Yeah, you're right, Bo.
Did you see those videos I sent you? That lady goes,
Yes, I did.
if there's 1.8 billion or 18 billion people in the
So,
world,
everybody's got to have a birthday.
how can they all have a birthday? I'm like,
What about the one that says, don't date a guy that's on his birthday, that has his birthday on the birthday or some crazy thing? What do you mean by that? Don't date a guy that's
Thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs. I'm telling you, it's time now. Gosh, I got into it with this guy the other day. Well, he got into it with me. I was laughing about the whole deal that leasing is a bad thing. Don't lease a car. And it was kind of funny. His brother called me and he goes, "Hey, did so-and-so call you?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "He's an idiot." He goes, "Why?" He said, "Man, I'm on my 5th lease with Freeman Toyota, and I'm putting all the money aside that I'm saving on not making a car payment."
there you go.
And I went, "Okay, well, share that with your brother." He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to go by there and talk to him. He's a little rough around the edges." He said, "Quit promoting it." I'm telling you, it's the way to go. When we don't know what's going on with gas prices, when you don't know, if you're always concerned about the economy, if you want something that's in your budget that you don't have to really focus on a car payment each month, head over to Freeman Toyota, 820 and 183. Get this. They went from $299 to $257 a month on a 2026 Camry, from $309 to $276 on one of the hardest vehicles to find, the RAV4. Dane Miner ain't scared. $393 on a Toyota 4Runner, one of the hottest products in the marketplace. $288 on a Tacoma. $395 on a Grand Highlander. And get this, $433 a month, 39-month lease, no cash, no trade, no security deposit. Period. $433 a month. That payment is $817 on a retail buy with TTNL and a couple $1,000 down. Think about that. The place, Freeman Toyota. So whether you're buying or leasing, new or pre-owned, certified, Freeman Toyota, located on the affordable side of Metro. But wait, there's more. Dane Miner, who I've known for over 40 years, says, "How do we keep the customers coming here? How do we show them we're as loyal to them as they are to us?" He said, "Well, I'm going to give you a 7-year, 100,000-mile service contract. No charge. No charge." How about that? So for 7 years, 100,000, he's going to do all the basic maintenance on your vehicle for you. That's the difference between Freeman Toyota and everybody else. A lot of dealers are one and done. Make all the money you can. Hopefully you'll come back. Chances are you're not. Dane Miner has a different philosophy. BJ's been with him for over 20 years. Jerry Patterson over 20 years. I got to tell you, my buddy Drayton Phelps, what a crew they have over there. Good, God-fearing people. In fact, I saw Drayton singing on the stage at church the other day.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, I was
Cool.
on TV, and I flipped it over to check out their service, and there he is singing away. Good people, doing it the right way for a long-term relationship. That's FreemanToyota.com. Yeah, I was sending Bo some videos. We have some real, I will tell you, here's one thing that I will share with everybody out there.
Well, let's just say that the show Dumb and Dumber is
they're geniuses.
they got a great IQ compared to some of the stuff we've been seeing lately.
Yeah.
How did we get so dumb in this country?
Well, I like the one girl says, if they're so concerned about burning up to get close to get pictures of the sun, why don't they go there at nighttime? I went,
That's a kind of pretty good idea if it actually could exist that way.
yeah. And then the one girl says, with 18 billion people on the earth, how do they all have a birthday with only 365 days? Yeah, no, Mom and Dad, I got to tell you.
Yeah, that's a tough mathematical problem, right?
And then a friend of mine sent me a video, and here's this boy sitting here crying, and his sister's like, "What's wrong?" He goes, "They made me work an 8-hour shift." I'm going, goodness gracious. You know what? I'll tell you this, Mom and Dad. Instead of putting a cell phone in front of their face, instead of even getting them a cell phone, let me help you. Why don't you put a Bible in front of their hand?
That's a good place to start. Yeah,
and let's get started with that. Instead of, "Hey, Lexus," how about, "Hey, Jesus?"
Yeah.
And start helping these kids. I'm telling you, I've got so many kids that have come to me in their mid and late 20s to help them with a car. And it just blows me away what I hear. It
We-
blows me away. And they're going, so what can you do for me? And I'm going, and when I ask the questions, I am astonished at their answers. Moms and dads, I'm telling you, no cell phones at the dinner table, and darn sure no cell phones in the restaurants. And talk with your kids. Instead of a cell phone in their hand, why don't you put your hand in their hand and pray with them? Take them by the hand when they're young and teach them good life lessons versus where they are now. Because we all want them out of the house eventually. We all want them financially secure. We'd like to see all of our kids above the poverty line. Success is defined in many, many ways, but a lot of moms and dads called me going, so you can help my kid. And the conversations are not good. It is really, really crazy, some of the conversations I have. And I ask them, I'm like, where did you come up with that? And you know what they all say? Found it on the internet.
Of course.
Found it on the internet.
Well, everything on the internet's factual.
All these offers that are coming to your kids, there was one, he received 5 credit cards. And it said no payments for a year. So what do you think happened?
He ran that sucker up like
So get
nobody's business.
He's got $36,000 in debt, and his average interest rate on his credit card is 28%.
Mm.
And so the mom and dad call and say, what do we do?
Well, I know you could start with your your child. Take care of that one first.
You know, it's pretty simple. Take out a second mortgage and pay off his debt and start over. I don't know. I told him, I don't know your financial situations to help you, but kids trying to get caught up in their 20s playing catch up is not a good thing, because then they wind up going to buy here, pay here, or they just walk into a place. This is where they get in a lot of trouble. Look, I don't care what the deal is. I need a car. And that is just tragedy written all over it. In fact, I got a call on Thursday that the parents called and said, hey, my son and his new wife are in Oklahoma, and here's the deal. And I went, have they signed? And we were so thankful they didn't. They said, just take the vehicle home and let us see where we can get it financed. These kids would have, it was just bad. Moms and dad, have a conversation with your kids. I'm telling you, it's a time now more so than ever with the internet and everything that's being thrown at your kiddos, and you turn on your cell phone, and if you don't think the big brother can hear and see and connect with us with everything we do through that device, you are highly mistaken. And it's become the biggest influencer in our children is with their heads down. You know, I thought about going to school and being a chiropractor and helping these kids straighten their necks up.
Why don't you just take a sledgehammer? That'd be easier.
And they're coming to me going, hey, Mr. Chase, what can you do for me? And some of these situations, I can't do anything. And then mom and dad don't want to co-sign. The kids need transportation, and then they go out and put themselves into bigger debt and problems. I'm telling you, start today. Never say it's too late, because it's not too late. To get your kid to turn off that cell phone and have a conversation with you and talk to you and listen to you.
1 minute.
And put them in front of the right people doing it the right way. I just had a gentleman that called me, and the second one this year, his son's going overseas, and he's $36,000 upside down. And the truck won't be driven for the next 4 to 5 years. Not a good situation. There's a lot of things I can do, but I'm not a miracle worker. We know who the miracle worker is. We'll take a quick break. 800-281-TALK's the number. That's 800-281-TALK. We'll be right back.
And Megan Murphy, thanks for tuning in from New York. Good to see you. Hugs from New York.
Morning, Wesley Stewart.
Hey, Wesley. What's shaking, brother? Hope everything's going good for you, as always. We are here this morning, and I know what's the weather like in Florida. We're at an orange alert here in North Texas. It says don't do anything outside. So they didn't need to tell me that. I wasn't planning on it anyway.
I did yesterday. I did my treadmill, did my workout, and then went and did the yard. And halfway through the yard, it was bad. It was bad.
Did you jump in the pool to cool off? Or
Pool's
like a
90-some
sauna.
degrees. Yeah.
Made it even worse, huh?
Yeah, I put the old water hose on me because my water hose is colder than my pool.
Yeah, sure.
And came in and sat underneath the fan, and it took me several hours
Really?
to get back in the game. It
Wow.
was not good. I'm telling you, it is dangerous out there.
It is. So be
And
careful.
just because you think we got a little cloud cover that helps, it doesn't.
It's misleading yesterday because we had that breeze.
Yep.
And you think, okay, and I said, wow, that's nice. And we got a breeze, but it's still the what do they call it? When you have the orange alert, what they call the atmosphere or the ozone, the breathing ability or whatever is not good. Charlie Davis, good morning.
Morning, my brother from another mother.
Yes, sir. Hope you're doing good out there in West Texas. And Dorothy says the greatest place ever, New York. So is Texas also. Oh, thanks for including that.
Well, yeah, but you got to go out there where, you guys.
Not Manhattan.
Yeah, out there in Long Island.
Yeah, definitely.
Massapequa Park in that area. That's a special part of God's country.
Well, a lot of people think that New York is all Manhattan. Like when you say New York, like in the commercial about the salsa, New York. But there's some gorgeous places up in New York, especially the northern part.
Oh, I've been up in the Catskill Mountains when
gorgeous.
Eddie and Carol had their house up there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Niagara Falls. I mean, there's so many beautiful, beautiful places. In fact, Massapequa Park, when I would go stay with Aunt Mary and Uncle Eddie, nobody locked their doors. All the neighbors there weren't even fences.
Yeah.
I remember Bobby going, hey, put on your trunks. And we went and jumped in the neighbor's pool. I said, what are we doing here? Usually as a kid, you did it just to cool off and ran away. And they walk out, hey, Bobby, how you doing? I'm like, hey, come meet my cousin Kurt. Kind of odd. But, the completely different deal when you get out of the city and get away from all the crazies.
Yeah, it's really nice. And where's the state fair? Is that Syracuse? I'm not sure if you can.
You mean the World Fair?
No, it's the New York State Fair, like we have here in Texas.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, maybe it's just be this one. We went to a fair that was up in the north part of New York, and it was fantastic. Weather was great. And Denton's, I don't get Denton. They got the North Texas Fair up there now. Every year it's 100-something degrees.
Oh, I know.
I'm going, why don't y'all change that like to springtime? Nobody goes.
No.
I mean, it's 106, 7 degrees out there. My grass sounds like Rice Krispies when I walk. It's just so dry. But they don't ever change it. So
yeah, I water. The city allows me to water twice a week, but you can hand water whenever you want.
Oh, is that right?
So, but I just water the shrubs and keep all the flowers and shrubs and everything healthy. But it's
Charlie Davis said it's hotter than a
right now.
depot stove out here. There you go.
You're up.
Do-do-do-do.
800-281-8255 is the number. That's 800-281-8255. Everybody joining us, be sure to like and share, and we can help everybody. Since we went nationally syndicated, it's amazing. I've gotten calls from San Antonio, Arkansas, Little Rock, Eureka Springs, Raleigh, North Carolina. I got a call the other day. Shreveport, Louisiana, Coconut Grove, Florida. We're posting our YouTube videos everywhere on Spotify, LinkedIn.
We got the CBD guy.
Everywhere we possibly can to make sure that we're helping you with your automotive needs. And hopefully I've got the gentleman from Coconut Grove calling in. He called me from Florida, and boy, he was getting messed around about $6,000 in ads. And,
wow. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
There's always some help needed somewhere, not just in the great state of Texas, but somewhere in the United States. You know, we talk about the health of our car. How about the health of our body? Joining us, Ralph Paul, the owner of your CBD store, Keller.com. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
We doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, I just wanted to mention, I bought a truck with your help from Freeman Toyota, and it's been a great, great experience, and I love my truck, and the service, everything is positive about Freeman.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't
Just thought I'd throw that in.
Yeah, you get 2 years of Toyota Care on your vehicle where you don't have to do anything to it, but show up, let them go to work on it, make sure it's taken care of. So let's talk about the health. A lot of people are concerned that you guys are gone out of business. We'll never see you. I don't know what that noise
It sounds
is.
like a bird on your shoulder. What is that? Ralph?
Who, me?
Yeah, it sounds like a bird. You got a bird?
We're out at the barn, so I'm sitting outside.
Okay.
Boy, he is squealing through the microphone.
Something is
there.
really upset out there.
So let's talk about, a lot of people, we want you to go online, your CBD store, Keller.com, take a look at the products. They ship for free. But there's a lot of people going, do we need to stock up now and load up because you guys are going to be out of business October 1st?
No, all of our products are in compliance, so we're in good shape. The only thing we can't sell is the Delta 8 anymore. And so, again, we still have, we've been in business going on 8 years this October, and we just have so much repeat business. So, come see us, all of our products. We have a QR code on every product, so you can actually scan it, see what you're ingesting into your system. And again, all of our products are compliant. So we had to get rid of the seltzer, which was the Island Time. And we still have seltzers that are 10 milligrams. And then the Delta 8, which is mostly a sleep gummy. And that's about all we had to get rid of. So, we've got about almost 100 products. So we're still in business, clicking away, having a good time, helping people.
Yeah, I've got a lot of friends that are veterans, and they're really concerned. And, the thing about it is a lot of time we just wait till things happen. Write your congressman. Talk to your people. They've got a petition with well over 1 million signatures where people are finding such a valuable need for CBD versus prescription medicine. And we don't make any medical claims or anything, but I've got a ton of friends. I know a lot of people that are going, time out here. This is the real deal. I've got 2 friends that are veterans, and they've been on CBD for 2 years and haven't touched any medication and are leading great lives. So there's so many benefits, but the way to find out is to go online, your CBD store, Keller.com, and then, Ralph, reach out to your staff and really get the inside scoop.
Absolutely. Education is a big part of this, and we really pride ourselves on educating the people. We call people back after 7 days. In fact, Carol and had some really positive experience with our CBD.
Yeah, she told me that the other day. She told me that the other day and said that she's really thankful for what y'all shared with her and spent the time educating her on what she needed to do, and very, very, very happy. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, and we get to hear these stories every day.
I know you do.
It's just been such a rewarding experience.
Well, Ralph, we've seen some of those stories too at your location before that it's knocked us right off. Yeah, just knocked us right out to hear these testimonies that people have with certain situations. So yeah.
Yep, and at this point in our life, it's about giving back, and we sure enjoy helping people. And we have a lot of doctors that send people to us. We've got several high-end customers, and sometimes they just pay cash, but they don't want our information. But anyway.
Oh, that's funny. Well, you know what? I think that you've said this and we've seen it. It's a ministry to you guys, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, our staff, Hannah and Jeremy, they were our customers originally, and they kind of came in for the wrong reasons, and they've given their life to the Lord. They go to church with us on a regular basis.
How about that?
And it's just been really a cool deal. Yeah. So and they're very knowledgeable. So if you call them, we're not going to be there today, but call and they can communicate with you, educate you. In order to work with us, they have to go through several PowerPoints and so forth to understand what CBD does for different people. And the experience that we've had, being there 8 years, what works for you doesn't work for me. I just use this as an example, but I have 3 golfing buddies, and each one does a different gummy, and one doesn't work for the other. And so it's just been a joy helping people.
The place, yourcbdstorekeller.com. That's yourcbdstorekeller.com. QR code, ship for free. I'm telling you, it's life changing. We take ours every day, and it's made a difference in our lives, and I bet it can make a difference in yours. Ralph, enjoy Carol and your time out there at the barn. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you when you get back next week.
You got it. Thank you, gentlemen. Keep up the good work.
You bet. Yourcbdstorekeller.com. The only CBD that I take, use daily, and endorse. Yourcbdstorekeller.com. So, couple of things that I want to make sure that we cover. And one is, what do we got here? We got about 3 minutes. Your credit application. It's real important that you read your credit application as you're filling it out and you understand what you're putting on there, especially if you're married and you have a mortgage, you're putting the whole mortgage on there. You don't, if you want to buy an automobile, but you don't want to add your wife or you don't want to add your husband, all you have to do is split the bills. That's all you got to do. Because on the credit app, it shows married. But I had one guy who was going, hey, they were telling me, my debt to ratio is horrible. And I saw his credit app and I went, well, it looks horrible. But it was kind of sad that the dealer didn't go, hey, buddy, you did check married. And I went, here's the thing. As long as you have good credit and you don't want to involve the wife or the husband, you want to just do it on your own. You need to understand that where it says gross monthly income. I got to help you with this. I'm sorry. Gross is before taxes. It's the money before taxes.
1 minute.
And a lot of people are putting net, and then you're putting all the bills on there, your mortgage and everything at all full pop, and it doesn't add up. So take your time to look at the credit app, and where it says married, if your mortgage is $3,000 a month, $1,500, everything gets split. Everything gets split. And it's gross monthly income before taxes on that credit application. Let's take a quick break. Don't go away. Me and you know who. We'll be right back.
All right. All
right.
So, Dave, how's your weekend looking, brother?
It is looking good. I don't have anything going, but it's good.
You don't have anything going, but it's good.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. So, you like the backdrop?
I do. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it says too. It looks like we're, those comedy places,
Yeah, that's what I knew it looked like something. I couldn't place it, but yes.
Where they have the brick and behind them.
Yeah.
And a lot of those.
You just need the little bar stool to be sitting on.
Exactly. Well, we got stools, but we got fancy chairs now. They're like,
oh, sweet.
Very comfortable. Things get boring. I can just take a nap. But we appreciate everybody tuning in. Good morning, Thomas. Thank you for joining us here on Facebook. He was on YouTube, then joined us on Facebook. So a real good new follower and backer on our show. Thank you. He shares and likes our broadcasts a lot and all the things that we do. We do appreciate you doing that, Thomas. So you can find us. If you have friends that don't do Facebook or that kind of stuff and they don't want to get involved in that, they can go to YouTube, because you don't have to be really subscriber to that particular deal like Facebook. You don't have to do all that signing up. You can just go to YouTube and then just search the Automotive Edge Radio Show, and there it is. It's very simple for people that don't do the social media things like Facebook and the other stuff, LinkedIn and all that other stuff. So tell them to go to YouTube and search the Automotive Edge Radio Show, or share that. You can actually, if you go to YouTube, you can actually share that to different people and to different locations. So that they can actually see the actual location to go to see the show. Excuse me, and all the other things that go along there with the shorts and the extra video things that happen on there. Very interesting to do. And we are there. And Ralph Paul says, love the backdrop. How about that? We'll appreciate it. Kurt is always trying to improve the studio. And I love it. I think it looks great. Hope you guys are enjoying it.
Looks amazing.
Thank you, Dave. Ralph says it looks fantastic.
It's going to be funny here in about, I don't know, 90, 120 days, everybody's going to be screaming for heat. I hate the cold.
I'll be one of them too.
I just don't like, 105 degrees, heat index 112, 113.
Yeah, if it just dropped about 10 degrees, it could change everything. 90 to 95, that's fine. But
my buddy sent me an article, and I forgot whether it was Arizona or New Mexico about 4 years ago. It was so hot they had to divert the airplanes because the runways
were burning
the
the wheels.
asphalt was too soft and sticky.
It's systematic.
That's terrible.
That's too hot.
That's real hot.
Dramatic. Why'd you grease the light?
You're up.
Fuel injection cut up and chrome plated rods, oh yeah. With the 4-speed
800-281-TALK's the number. That's 800-281-TALK. This segment of the show is brought to you by MyDriver'sEdge.com. That's MyDriver'sEdge.com. Find a Driver's Edge location nearest you, and I'm telling you, click on the special offers. When you take, I'm telling you, it's too many people are calling after the fact, and you get $15 off any oil change. 10% off the batteries, up to $200 off of tires. Get this, $170 off Firestone, $180 off of Bridgestone, buy 3, get 1 free Kumho tires. And you just look at all these coupons, $100 off on brakes, buy 3 struts, you get 1 free. And these are big money saving coupons. And so people tell me, hey, I went over there, they didn't offer me any coupons. They're online. Go to MyDriver'sEdge.com, click on the special offers. You have the coupons there, and then find a location nearest you. They don't winterize. They don't summarize. They only do the work needed. And this heat that we're having here in Texas, this is a great time to get your coolant checked. And don't wait until the dummy switch comes on and says, hey, dummy, you forgot to put water in the radiator. And remember, you can't check it while it's been running because there's way too much pressure. You have to check your radiator fluid in the morning before you start the car. And then you look down, and if it's brown, guess what? That's a problem. Get your radiator flushed, get your battery checked, and make sure that nothing worse than your car breaking down. And one thing you can't ever predict is a flat tire. Get you some new tires. You don't have to go to the big box stores anymore. You go to MyDriver'sEdge.com and save all the money. That's MyDriver'sEdge.com. All right. I want to hit a couple of questions. I get so many questions that are coming in during the week, and ladies send me a message going, you don't answer questions anymore on the air. I got you. I feel you. We're going to take care of that today.
Oh, wow.
Yep. You know when you have a lady and her name is Betty, and she's listening, you better do what Betty says.
Yeah. It's just like
Just
Betty
do it.
White.
Yep. Question. Hey, Kurt, do you still wait for the new model to be out a while before you buy it to get all the kinks out? Well, we discuss this a lot, and no. There's not a car a manufacturer here, not overseas, that I don't know, I'm not aware of or anything, that if the first one rolled off the assembly that was in Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, that I wouldn't get in it and drive it home. Not one. And they say, well, a lot of times, well, you know, that's really that old school mindset, because when you back up in the day, and the day can be, let's say, 50, 60, 70, there were so many cars out there that are no longer here. There were so many cars that came out, they just didn't, certain makes and models, they just didn't build a lot of.
So what has anybody said what they give it? In other words, how long they would give it before they would buy one? I mean, have you gotten a census on that?
No, no one ever says, well, I'm just going to watch.
Like,
I'm going
okay,
to wait and hear.
so after it's out for 6 months, I may go buy one. They don't give you a time frame?
No, they never say, well,
That's
you
what's
know,
interesting to me.
yeah, but if it's something really cool, if you think about it, there's such a different mindset. The Rumblebee's coming out, the new 777 horsepower
Yes, sir.
Ram pickup. They got overloaded on the website, people trying to buy them.
Of course they
And they're
do.
not building them yet. There is one, you know, Jay Leno showed the one in his garage. Dana White, the head of the UFC, he's doing a commercial in one. They're not available at this time to order. And it's really weird that when it's a specialty car, everybody wants it. I remember when the Honda S2000 came out, everybody was lining up trying to grab an S2000. The Prowler come out, everybody jumped on a Prowler. So everybody feels a little bit different, but let me just tell you, the mileage that they put into these cars are incredible. So the question was, well, what about the recalls? Well, the testing that they did, let's go to Takata airbags. I was doing research on that the other day, and where's my notes here? And I was going, what's going on with recalls? Well, right now there's 1.4 million cars that have an open recall on it right now. 1.4 million with recalls. And there's more to come, but they're all different. A lot of the current ones are software recalls.
So it's not always big stuff.
Well, it could be big stuff,
But
because
I'm not
the software could create a problem where something's not working.
Okay, I got you.
But the biggest problem with the recalls right now are Takata airbags still.
Really?
And if you remember in the day when they started to realize that these Takata airbags were blowing out and there was shrapnel coming out, there were no-sell cars. I had a buddy, Brian Hughes. He had over $2 million in pre-owned cars he couldn't sell, and new cars he couldn't sell. I mean, he was dead in the water.
Are they still using that same brand,
Because of,
airbags?
yeah. And so right now there was 30 million vehicles with 1,000 campaigns up to last year that had not been taken care of.
Wow.
And that can be from years gone past to current year. Okay. But right now there's still a ton of Takata airbags out there that have not been taken care of. And they call these a do not drive recall. And there's a bunch of, I think there's 12 campaigns out there that are do not drive campaigns, meaning get your car to the dealership. The kicker is that a lot of people take their car to the dealership and you leave it and they get to it when they can, and they call you a week later going, hey, we're going to take a look at it now. And it's already been there a week.
Right.
But it is scary for the consumer because you don't know what the recall is going to happen to you.
Now, can they find out those recalls without going to the dealer?
Yep, you go to NHTSA.gov. That's the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. NHTSA.gov. And there's a recall icon on there. You click it and you put in your 17-digit VIN. Best thing to do. In fact, I had 11 emails last week after I sent out. I responded to her deal on, and then on a few of the social medias that I'm on, all these different neighborly groups, going, hey, there's a ton of recall. I didn't realize how many. Go to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, NHTSA.org, and put in your VIN, and 11 of them had open recalls. So that's something you want to do. But what you have to remember is when they're building new automobiles, the manufacturers are working on average with 100 vendors. And they have to hope and pray, and through 1 million miles of testing, that all these components will be fine. And mainly on your drivetrain, your system, there's not a 1 million miles of testing on a stereo. There's not 1 million miles of testing on a rear view mirror. There's not 1 million, you get my point, okay? It is for the safety features, the drivetrain, the motor, transmission, rear axle, all internal lubricated parts. Are they putting the right tires on there, the right brake pads on the car? So all of this goes through the testing part before the vehicle comes to sale. So with that, do they always get it right? Well, obviously they don't. If there's 30 million vehicles out there that still have a recall notice open on it, and they keep coming out, the pickup truck that I just got, there's a recall, it's software update. And so it doesn't make it a bad car. It doesn't make it a vehicle that I would stay away from. Recalls are going to happen. The thing is how fast you get that recall taken care of. I bought my wife a new vehicle, and I had 3 recalls on it immediately. I'm like, here we go. They're all software updates. I pulled up, they plugged into the OBD2 sensor, did their deal, and I drove off the lot. It took about an hour's time on the deal because everything is now run through computers and chips. And that is becoming a bigger problem, the connectivity and the way the systems are working, than the actual safety of the car. Where it comes together to become a problem is the connectivity is not there, and then the parts aren't working properly. It's not a bad part. It's connectivity of the parts in the system. Okay. So is it bad? Yeah, it's bad. Are all of them life-threatening? Absolutely not. Mine is a stereo problem. So I turned on the stereo and it wasn't working. I left my phone at home, and I figured, okay, well, maybe it's the fact that I didn't
Connected.
have my Bluetooth hooked up. Well, that shouldn't have played any part of it. And then my wife comes home and said, there's already a recall on these vehicles. So it's software, which is a good thing. It's better than having to wait for parts to come in or a major component recall that they just can't take care of, like Takata airbags, because they just couldn't run to another airbag company and go, hey, we need 30 million airbags.
Yeah, why not?
These things had to be true, tried, and tested before they create even a bigger problem, putting bad products on a bad problem. But driving off the lot on a brand new vehicle that was just built, I've done it numerous times. Not a problem for me, and I would hope it's not a problem for you. Quick break, 800-281-TALK is the number. I'm Kurt Chase with the Great One Big Wheel Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
All right. So Tom Hammond asked a while ago about where was it? He wanted to know where to get the car. He watched Night Shift, and the car that Michael Keaton was driving in it. Do you remember that car? If not, I got a picture of it right here. He wants to know where to get one. The 79 Stutz, is that how you said that?
Stutz 4 Porte.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck.
You might call Michael Keaton. He might tell you how to get one.
Good luck.
So who made that?
That's a German product, but Stutz.
Stutz is the company.
Here again, when you go back in that era, you have to look at all the cars that were built that there was very few or never fully made it into production.
So that might have just gotten without even being to the public, right?
Or they would build so many, and then there was a lot of cars that were overseas that only onesies, twosies, whatever made it here in the United States.
Good morning, Dan Smith.
What do you say, Big Dan Smith?
That's right.
General Manager, Clay Cooley, Volkswagen,
Yes,
Louisville.
that's right. I'm wearing that hat that represents them too.
Yep.
I love this hat.
Yeah, we had a good time out there getting to meet Mike Snyder and
Yeah.
Gracie and help her with all of her school supplies. And
Yeah.
I got to tell you, everybody that's tuned in, that Dan Smith's got a heart for people. And yeah, he runs Louisville Volkswagen. Yes, he's a general manager, but he's got a heart for people and relationships. And that's where you need to get your next Volkswagen. And his pre-owned selection is as good as anybody out there. We're going to be talking about him coming up. Go meet him.
Yes.
Tagged y'all all except Kurt. He's not on Facebook.
What?
Yeah, it's what Thomas says.
Oh, he is on Facebook. You just haven't friended him yet, I guess. That's what he's getting at.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on there. He's very selective though, so he might have to do a background check on you before he accepts your friend request.
And I'm going to tell you what.
Oh boy. I go through this every day with him, Thomas. Trust me.
Thomas, I would just tell you this. I am selective. I'm very careful because of some of the craziness that has gone on with Facebook followers. I mean, crazy stuff. And I've had to delete them, and the backlash was incredible.
Yeah, he's walks on a thin line when it comes to social media. I can tell you that.
Yeah, had to call in the popo on a stalker.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy out there, but you got to be careful. Danny Fain, good morning. You know Danny Fain?
Absolutely. He loves the show too.
Yes,
And he's Mr. Santa Claus at Christmas.
Yep.
And plays a great one too, by the way. Should have him out one time and with your grandkids.
Yeah, our buddy Tim Riley, who does Santa, is we need to have him in our prayers. He's got cancer.
Oh crap. Sucks.
Yeah, he. I grew up with him and his brother, and good salt of the earth people, and he sent me a message, and yeah, we need to be lifting him up in prayer.
You see what he put on there? The goat. Thank you, Danny. That's very kind of you to do that.
Who's the goat?
Greatest of all times, referring to the Automotive Edge radio show. Thank you. Appreciate it. He doesn't know anything about that kind of stuff. He's probably thinking we're goats, but not in the same.
It's really weird. I'm not getting all of Dan's specials here. I wonder why.
He said he got 40 new pre-owned vehicles already too.
Wow.
Additional ones.
There's your deal. 40 more pre-owned added to his inventory. I'd be looking at pre-owned over there.
Well, I would say before you even think about buying any vehicle, all you need to go to see Dan there, test drive some of the vehicles he's got there, and get after it and check his pre-owned.
See, I'm one of those difficult guys because
I haven't never noticed that.
Dan's got that R-Type Atlas,
Yeah.
the silver one, which is absolutely beautiful. But I like the blue.
Right.
And those wheels are not available on the blue.
Right.
So I'm kind of stuck like Chuck.
Well, sometimes you have to bend a little and accept the wheels.
Nope. I'm a wheel guy.
I know you are. And guess what? He's got black wheels on his brand new truck. And I just love
No, I don't have a brand new truck.
it.
Why do you do that, Bo?
Black wheels.
A borrowed truck.
It's a borrowed truck. They let him borrow.
You know what? I'm not against black wheels.
Then why you hate them so bad?
It's got to go with the vehicle because everybody in 2025, 2026 went nickel or polished nickel with black inserts. Everybody. And it don't work. Black and blue don't go together. For people that wear a blue suit with a black shirt, let me help you. That does not go together.
Depends on the color blue. If it's a light blue, black goes great with it.
Anyway,
Oh, what about red and black?
Everybody's gotten away from chrome. Everybody's got away from some shine, and it's just black, 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 black. And they're all slotted with the black insert. I don't understand that. Because I'm going to tell you what, that Atlas is as good looking and handles and rides and drive as like anything else. But as I went around, in fact, I was over at another brand and they're releasing their 2027s. I'm like, they're doing it again. The whole brand had black slotted wheels. I went, is there any other wheel you can get? Now, for Dan, it's the R type. But in the day,
right?
Bo showed up and went, hey, I like that car with those wheels. I swapped.
4,
Yeah, we talked about that when we were there that
And
day.
I just put an addendum on the car.
Yeah. If
Now,
you had the matching wheel size and all that, no problem at all, right? Maybe you had to charge them a little more if the wheels were more expensive, but you could still do it.
You're up.
Yes, sir.
one of my favorite songs.
Yes, it is.
One of my all-time favorite songs, and he cut it off.
Could you play the album?
No,
Play the whole song
There you
completely through.
Hey, we got our buddy Dan Smith joining us on today's show. Go up there and meet him. Louisville Volkswagen. He is, like I said, he's got a heart for people. He's selling a great product, great pricing. You won't get prices or lease payments better than you'll get at Louisville Volkswagen right there at 35 and Fox Avenue. That German engineering doesn't drive like anything else. There's a lot of cars that have similarities in the way they drive and handle. They don't with Louisville Volkswagen. And I want to take care of a misnomer. It doesn't cost more money to service the VW. I got that question twice in the last few weeks going, well, I heard Volkswagens are expensive, like Mercedes. That's not true. Here's the kicker. Change your oil when it needs change. Rotate your tires when it needs rotating. Keep your fluids clean. And your Volkswagen is as affordable as any other product on the marketplace. Plus, it's got great resale value. Go meet him. Dan Smith, General Manager, Louisville Volkswagen, 35 and Fox Avenue, and enjoy the experience of just driving. It says,
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. That's a wonderful comment. And
thanks, Dan.
What he said.
You had to really fuel old Bo, didn't you?
Here it is right here. Hey, Kurt, when you're driving down the road, can you see and tell me what color the wheels are? Beautifully put. Thank you.
Dan.
Yeah. It's another story dealing with him with these wheels.
It's a mindset for me. I know the vehicle I'm in, there's black wheels on it. Yeah. So I like chrome. I like polished. I'm just not. It's got to be a special vehicle. Now, my wife's vehicle is black. I get it. Looks really nice. Dark reds with black wheels, really nice. White with black wheels, don't get it. Blue with black wheels, I definitely don't get. I think that green that Dan has on the Taos, oh my goodness. Now, those with black wheels, that doesn't look bad. They need to put that green on the Atlas. That is a good looking rig.
He says, you're so vain, you probably think these wheels are about you. If I ever know about that song.
Yeah.
Love you too, Dad. Thank you for that.
You're the man, buddy. Big Dan Smith.
That's right.
Louisville Volkswagen, 35 and Fox Avenue. Go by there and meet him. I had the pleasure of visiting with the salespeople. I'll be up there next week. Doing some more ride and drives and videos. Just stop by and spend some time. Shoppers and tire kickers are welcome at Louisville Volkswagen. Go to LouisvilleVolkswagen.com.
And request black wheels in honor of Kurt Chase.
That's right. So a big push in 2027.
No 10 at 10?
Huh? Oh, hey, yeah, what are you doing?
It's time for the Kurt Chase
Top 10 at 10.
Today's Top 10 at 10 is brought to you by Louisville Volkswagen. Big Dan Smith there at 35 and Fox Avenue. And today's Top 10, and this was a request from Big Wheel Bo Carver.
Oh, okay.
Top 10 phrases of all time on TV and the movies.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay? Now,
I'm not going to get any of them, but I thought it was a good idea.
If you know who this is, you can post it. If you don't, we'll go back and tell you. This one is easy. Very, very simple. If you don't know this one, then get out of your mama's basement. I'll be back.
Okay. You may say?
Sure.
Or just wait. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right. What movie? Oh, boy.
That's a good question.
Get out of your mom's basement, Bo.
I'll be back.
Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, my gosh. You just didn't say that. You did not say that, Dave.
I didn't say anything.
RoboCop.
Terminator.
Terminator.
Oh, Terminator. Oops. I
Oh,
screwed
my
that up.
kindergarten cop.
I like that, though, Dave.
Oh, boy. How about this? How you doing?
No.
How you doing?
Oh, it's from The Godfather.
Nope.
Oh.
All right, we'll leave that one alone. If you know who said that, there you go, Dan Smith. The phrase "How you doing?"
How you doing?
What TV show did that come from? Here's one. This should be simple. I'm the king of the world. One of the highest grossing movies ever.
Rocky?
Oh boy!
Joey
there you
from
go.
Friends.
Dan is 2 for 2.
That one is which one?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Joey.
Okay, yeah.
Every time he saw a girl, how you
Boy,
doing?
Dan watches a lot of TV, Daddy.
I'm the king of the world. Okay, here's a simple one. Titanic.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dan.
Here we
That's
go.
rocking,
Number 4.
baby.
Show me the money.
That is from Moneyball.
No. Wow. Okay, well, let's just wait on Dan.
Until we have Dan help us with that. Show me the money. I
Goodness,
thought it was
money.
from Moneyball.
Nope.
Show me the money.
Okay, now here's one. I'm going to give it to you. If you don't get, if Psycho Dave or Bo don't get this one, I'm done with the show for the day.
Drop mic.
May the force be with you.
Well, I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm thinking that's probably from what is it? What's
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, finally. We finally came through without the show.
Now, here's one.
Just cutting off.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
That's The Godfather.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is a good one. One of my favorite movies, too. You can get busy living or get busy dying.
Wow.
Morgan Freeman.
It was from Return of the Titans. No, what is it?
That's Denzel Washington
Oh,
up
okay.
ahead.
Well, you know.
Jerry Maguire. That's correct, Dan.
Yeah. No, that was from Show Me the Money, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Show Me the Money, Jerry Maguire.
Get busy living or get busy dying. Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, what a great movie.
Great
if y'all
movie.
have never seen that, you need to watch it.
There you go.
And he got
Shawshank
it.
Redemption. I'm
Way to
telling
go.
you what, Dan ain't missed.
Dan needs to be on one of those
he's
television
Jeopardy or
shows.
something.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh, yeah, that's the Tombstone.
That's right. Now, this one threw me off. I did not know. Live long and prosper. Now, if Dan gets this one, I'm going to buy him lunch. Live long and prosper. And this goes back to, that was the symbol.
That's Star Trek.
Wow, very good. And here's one that became very popular, and it bugs me when you're talking and they say this to you. They ought to be smacked in the. No, they should be smacked in the.
Star Trek.
Spock. Very good.
Very good.
Yada yada yada.
Oh, that's Seinfeld.
Wow.
One of my
See, you
all-time
like?
favorites.
I can't stand that
It's
show.
one of my favorite shows. That was a whole segment
My
they
wife
did.
and I go to
Everybody's
sleep on that.
talking
and
yada yada yada.
I tolerate it because she likes it.
Oh, I
can't
love the
stand
show.
it.
How many loved Seinfeld back in the day? Just give me a hands up.
Okay. To infinity and beyond.
Oh, that's from the crazy little cartoonish characters. What is it? God, I got them.
Toy Story.
Toy
Very good.
Story. Thank you, Dave. That's what I was trying to
Hey,
think.
and this is one that no one's going to get. I don't even think Dan's going to get it. Well, I'm going to kind of tease you. It was a detective show years ago, and just when the bad guy thought they had this detective convinced on the truth, he would always sit there and look for just a minute, wore a trench coat, and he goes, just one more thing.
Columbo.
Wow. That is darn impressive.
How about that? I can't get the simple ones, but I can get those hard ones.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that was a great show. He'd always cock his eye and go, I say one more thing.
And he'd take that pencil and he goes, just one more thing. And,
Great show.
and he always got them there.
One
Got
minute.
Now, one last question.
There we go. So there's your top 10 and 10 plus 2 here on the
Columbo.
Automotive Edge radio show. Hey, when we get back, what's in the news that may be a big benefit to you for your new or pre-owned automobile here on the Automotive Edge radio show on the Word 100.7 FM. Quick break. We'll be right back.
That was fun. It was fun. Good stuff. So
Quick break, and we'll be right back.
maybe.
Maybe.
There we go.
There we
If
go.
you want to, we'll take a break and
maybe not.
we'll be right back.
Clear. That was fun. So the other one I said you'd have to have Dave. You'd have to send him the ones to play little clips of the music themes.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't do it.
Yeah, I started making a list the other day.
And just have him play a little bit and then guess what that comes from. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yep.
But that was fun right there. Cool.
You know, it's amazing. You know what? In the top 20 all time, most of them are filthy.
Yeah, that's terrible, isn't it?
I was sitting there going, you have got to be kidding me
Yeah.
that these are the top phrases
That people use
all
or
time.
remember.
They were filthy.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me
I'm going,
nowadays.
goodness gracious.
It's just the way it goes. I mean, I don't know why that's why we're doing that and why we have that, but
Buzz Lightyear, that is correct.
yeah, that was it. Dan, he needs to get a crown.
Man.
Like, what do we call that? That TV and movie expert crown
Wow. That's
or a
pretty
trophy
doggone
and put it on his
impressive.
desk.
Yeah, we're going to have to bring an award there by.
He's nonstop.
Yeah. That was
Either that or he's quick on the Google.
I don't think so. He was answering them things too
Yeah.
quick.
AI is helping him, maybe. Dan, are you using AI? Or are you really that good at
Holding
it?
AI up to the phone.
But no, he answers those questions, and Melinda's really good about it too. She's not with us to do that, I guess, but she's good at answering some of those things too. But I'm interested to see what those like the top 10 music themes that are more recognizable. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, it's you know,
Dan says no, all natural. I agree. That's your home run, baby. You need a plaque,
yeah, we're gonna bring him by a
trophy, or plaque, or something.
yeah, we gotta bring something for, you know, his intellect notoriety.
Oh, he knocks it out of the park.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
I'm pretty good at the music.
You know, the one thing to me though is that I know kind of sometimes who said it or right there, but I can't think of the name of the show or whatever. But then I get the hard ones, but I can't get the easy ones. That's the way it goes.
I remember the past so well because it was such good times, good, clean movies and shows. You could sit there and watch it with your kids. You didn't have to cover their ears or don't watch this part. I got so many friends that there's a couple of series out there that, golly, if they could just pull the
Reins back.
GD and the F-bombs and the sex back, they have such good
content.
That's twist25.com.
the storyline is incredible.
You're up.
3 deuces and a 4 feet and a 389.
3 deuces and a 4 speed.
You ready to rock
The
there?
kids don't know what that means.
No, they don't. I'm not sure what you're asking, Thomas.
All right. This segment of the show is brought to you by the great folks over at Burleson Nissan, the Nissan Cowboy General Manager, Managing Partner, Justin Crane, right there at 35 and Renfro Avenue.
Ruh-roh.
I got to tell you, go by and see them. Right now, you can lease a brand new Pathfinder, $315 a month, 0 APR, $6,828 off. You can lease, the leases just go on and on and on. You can take on a plug-in hybrid Platinum Rogue 8,000 off MSRP, 0 APR financing. And then you get the Nissan Kicks. And my computer's not working correctly. And there we go, right back to it. The place, Burleson Nissan. When you, I'm telling you, I've gone by there, and when people are talking about luxury, that new Murano that's out, I don't know how else to describe luxury. That Nissan Murano's got everything you could possibly want on a vehicle, about $30,000 less than when you start looking at Mercedes, Lexus, BMW, Audi, those kind of vehicles. And then you have the new Nissan Sentra. Get this, a 2026 Nissan Sentra. Moms and dads, I had one gentleman the other day goes, hey, we got to keep it under 25 grand, blah, blah, blah. What can you find me in a good pre-owned vehicle? I went, pre-owned. Why don't you go buy your brand new 2026 Nissan Sentra for $22,247?
No, yeah.
$3 grand less than what you want to spend. It's brand new with a warranty.
Yeah. Wow.
The place, Burleson Nissan. Go to burlesonnissan.com. Ask for Justin Crane. Let him know you're listening to the Automotive Ed Radio Show, and enjoy the easiest way, the best way to own your next new Nissan. Don't worry about all the ads and all the rest of that junk. Go drive it. And I got to tell you, the new Armada off-road, I got to tell you, there's something there for everybody. The place, burlesonnissan.com. So one thing I noticed, I was going through all the cars, and it kind of blows me away that everybody, it seems like, well, not everybody, I got to take that back. It's not everybody, is going with the off-road look. These aggressive, boxy, big fender wells, automobiles, Hyundai. When you take a look at the Palisade, the Santa Fe, and now the new Tucson, it is all, and I know Miss Evans, forgive me, off-roadish. It's got that really bold, let's go mudding, let's get off the highway, let's go camping look.
Get rough, get mean.
And, yeah, and not only them, but then when you look at the RX 570 with Lexus, $80,000-$90,000 rigs. These things look like they're ready to go tear up the African terrain.
And how many will really do that? I mean, that's the question. But let me just say this. I wouldn't do it, but I do love the look. I love that rugged, similar to somebody that really doesn't hunt but like to wear all the camouflage gear, the camouflage clothing. I mean, they like that look. I think it has a similarity to that. What you think?
Yeah, it's always been pickup trucks,
right?
And certain, obviously your Jeep,
right?
And but now it's
luxury vehicles.
I don't know how many people are going to take. My neighbor bought one, and I'm looking at it going, that's a lot of money for that.
And was it like a rugged color and the big
it's got
wheels
that brownish tan, and it's got the
earth colors, right?
There's no way you're going to take an $86,000 rig out into the woods. Maybe you got that kind of coin and you really don't care, but I don't see it.
Going hunting with it.
Land Rover's gotten more aggressive with the back road look, which, Land Rover is kind of that odd entity. I'm not a.
But when you think of Land Rover, don't you kind of think of that?
That's the way it was. The Discovery, the Land Rover, and you look, a lot of that is used in that and the Toyota Land Cruisers when you go to your African safaris.
Right. Exactly.
But here, I think Land Rover's more of a status.
Well, I get that too.
And we drove it. We went and drove the Discovery, and then I'm trying to think of the midline one. And it just wasn't our bag of donuts.
Gotcha.
It just we drove them and went, you know.
Are they little rugged driving?
Yeah, the drive and handling was definitely not up our
gotcha.
alley. Yeah, it just didn't work.
So
out.
they are giving up some of that by having that style of vehicle.
It's got that very unique setup.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And here, Toyota jumps on board with all their TRD. They're going TRD. It seems like TRD everything. Go online and look at their new TRD RAV4.
And now, what does that actually mean?
Toyota Racing Development.
But what does that mean to that vehicle?
It means that you're going to get
high performance, more high performance stuff.
You're going to get more cool features.
Okay. So not necessarily in a performance.
Yeah, you're not going to start blowing up the motor and jumping up the horsepower and everything.
Okay.
You're going to get your red calipers, your different grills, your spoilers, your different interiors. You're going to get the foot pedals that have all the holes in it that look like a race car,
right.
And cooler mats, and the trim is just spectacular. The dash is laid out different, and Toyota, they had a TRD Camry.
Wow.
And that thing was bad to the bone.
Oh, wow. I never seen
it. And so, it's amazing. Some manufacturers can do it and pull it off and look really cool. And then some of them, they do it and you're like, ruh-roh. What did you just do?
Yeah, of course.
And then Subaru Outback. I got to tell you, Subaru's been one of the most conservative, kind of really ugly vehicles for me. I never understood why they continue just to build these ugly cars. With a loyalty base of 7.6
You're going to get
years.
in trouble.
No, I'm not. I'm not done. There you go, Bo. Stirring the old pot.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd try to help you out.
And then, I don't need help. And then start picking up in 2020. Subaru started changing their style and their profile, started to add more vehicles, some electrification. And, Subaru is really big in the Colorado areas, very big up in the Northeast, going New York north. Then all of a sudden, they really, really started making changes to their full lineup of vehicles to where they were going. I was like, man, I don't know who the platform people are, but since 2020, Subaru's done a complete about face with looks.
Yeah.
And guess what? They got good looking wheels without the black on them.
Okay.
You can go over to Highly Subaru Fort Worth and take a look at them. That's Highly Subaru Fort Worth. But the new Subaru Outback, I think, is by far their best looking product they put out.
Well, it's also really always been geared to be a rugged vehicle.
Yep, very conservative.
Yeah.
The loyalty is second to none.
Yeah, no doubt.
When I'm talking to Abe, the general manager over there at Highly Fort Worth, he'll tell you, people don't even trade them in. He's only 25% of the people driving a Subaru traded in because they're either selling it to somebody or giving it to a family member.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. And now they are really going into that panache, that looks going. When I saw the new Subaru Outback, I went, kudos, because the Subaru numbers are coming up. And there's people that have never owned a Subaru that are going to Subaru. There are people that never even thought about a Subaru now looking at it. And that was the big thing. People say, well, it's a pretty conservative vehicle. I'm like, let me just tell you something. They run well. They drive well. They accelerate well. Everything about the mechanics is phenomenal. But it wasn't until 2020 going north that I started looking at Subaru going, here we go. Now you're putting some really good eye candy out there that goes with a great product. And in 2026, 2027, Subaru is going to be knocking it out of the park. That's Highly Subaru Fort Worth. See my buddy Abe, general manager, and check out the all-new Subaru Outback. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Clear.
Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. An old school song for back in the day with Burning Rubber. Oh, no doubt. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We got a special segment coming out. If you have a chance, Go to the Automotive Edge Facebook page right now and look at my video because we're going to be talking about that. I told a lot of people that I made the video. We're going to be explaining the video coming up here on the next segment. No, in 2 segments, excuse me, about what I bought at the grocery store that helps you buy a used car. What did Kurt buy at the grocery store to help you with a used car? What was it? Good question. I would ask Bo, but he'd be able to tell you because it's sitting here on the table, but you can't see it on the camera. What I bought at the grocery store to help people buy a used car.
Well, I shared that and then it disappeared. Somebody don't know what they're doing on Facebook, but that's another story. Hope I can read this stuff. All right.
So coming up at the bottom of the hour, I'll be covering that. We're going to pass over Bo.
Oh, okay. You're going to do that?
No.
It's your show. I'm just.
I corrected that. I said we'll be doing that at the 10:45 segment.
I'm just here for the ride. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready for October.
I think everybody else is too.
I'm looking forward to Labor Day weekend because I'll be firing up the smoker.
Oh, that's good.
And then the following week.
What is that? Monday or Tuesday? It's a Monday or Tuesday?
First Monday of the month.
Yeah, September. I thought it was the
then,
second. No, I don't think
the
that's
second
right.
week of September, we will not be live. I will be out of town.
Okay.
Yep. I will be celebrating hopefully 30 years.
Hopefully 30 years.
If Melinda's still around.
So actually, Labor Day is September 7th. It's actually kind of going into the second week because the first Monday
It's
is
the first Monday of the month.
7th. Correct.
Yeah. Always the first Monday of the month.
Still a couple weeks away.
And I'm going to be smoking some ham, brisket, and ribs.
Beautiful. Well, you know how to smoke it too.
Yep. And tonight, I'm making Korean sticky ribs.
What's going to make them stinky? Or did you say sticky or stinky?
Sticky.
I thought you said stinky.
No, you got to cook them because, pork does stink.
Well, if you don't cook it right, I guess it does for sure.
But I'm making dumpling soup with peanut sauce.
I think we've had that before.
Salmon Nero cups and sticky barbecue Korean ribs.
Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. But we're here usually every Saturday live here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. Here every Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. And on our social media sites on Automotive Edge Radio Show, Shifting Gears, YouTube. Hopefully we can do the other thing back soon. But we're here today, and we got a lot of followers.
Message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Europe.
Mustang Sally. Better slow that sucker down.
Better slow your Mustang down. 800-281-TALK's the number. That's 800-281-TALK. This segment of the show is brought to you by the great folks over at Grapevine Ford, the true home of the love it or leave it promise. You don't love that vehicle when you get home, turn around and let them put you in the one that you do love. Cameron and Cameron, they're both posted on my Facebook page, are ready to help you. And the big money is on your trade-in and SUVs and pick-em-up trucks. They are discounting the big SUVs. Why? Gas prices are high. People are on the hold off, but that doesn't mean that you can't get a great quality product from Grapevine Ford at a great price. $4,000 off the Platinum Expedition. And whether you're a Tahoe, Suburban, Escalade, Yukon, Sequoia. I got to tell you what, you've got to throw that Ford Expedition Platinum into the mix. I've been out driving all of them. Our PowerPoint next week is going to be the big SUV comparisons, and it is a major player in that market. From the Ford F-150 to the Mach-E to the American Muscle Mustang, Explorer, the place, Grapevine Ford. Go see my buddy Cameron at grapevine.ford.com. That's grapevine.ford.com. Well, it's that time of the morning for Bo Knows.
Here we are. Yes, sir.
Worst song ever written.
It's the best song
It's
right
like-
there, baby. Man,
I can't go to sleep Saturday night hearing that.
that's always in your mind, huh? You got to pray to get it out. And thanks a lot for being a part of our broadcast today here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to noon. I am going to get right into it, and I've changed my direction a little bit because doing just the one day on a Saturday, there's a lot of stuff that kind of happened the previous week during the week. I've been doing the day in history on a just for the Saturday, but I'm going to back up a little bit. And today is what day? The 22nd. And I'm going to go back to the 16th. Okay. In 1858, the first transatlantic telegram between Queen Victoria and President James Buchanan happened. So it was a nice little thing to get going. Now we just have cell phones. Deaths. Some notable deaths. Babe Ruth in 1948 at age 53. That's awful young.
Yep.
Elvis Presley, 1977, age 42. Very young. Aretha Franklin, 2018, age 76. And then just this past week, Hayden Panettiere, is that how you say her name? She was the daughter of the coach of Return of the Titans.
Yep.
And sad story there. But moving on August 17th in 1896, the gold rush was discovered in Rabbit Creek in Alaska, setting off the Klondike Gold Rush. So would you have done that?
Yep.
Okay. 1998. Big event this happened. One of the presidents testified before a grand jury and gave a TV address admitting to an improper relationship with Monica Lewinsky. And who was that person?
I didn't inhale.
You know, I thought he denied it.
He did.
I remember. They said that he had.
I never had sexual relationship with that woman.
It's
Didn't say her name.
Exactly the words, and I remember that. But they said that he admitted it that day. But anyway, moving on. That's a date to remember. 2008, American swimmer won 8 gold medals in Beijing Olympics, breaking the single game record. Remember who that was?
Oh.
Michael Phelps.
Yep. And he I'm trying to think of the guy's name, record that he broke.
I don't remember that.
I'll think of it just a minute.
What a swimmer, though. Notable death, Vivian Vance.
Wow.
1979.
I love Lucy.
Ethel Mertz. She was age 70. What a great show that was. August 18th, 1920.
Michael Spitz.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Broke his record.
Yeah, it was awesome. 1920, ratification of the 19th Amendment was what?
Yep.
Guaranteeing American women the right to vote.
Yep.
Hope y'all make a good decision in November, so keep it up. Notable deaths, Frank Beard, age 77 in 2026. And if you don't know who that is, that's the drummer for phenomenal ZZ Top Band. August 19th, on this day in history, 1848, New York Herald publishes a front page report confirming California gold rush. And it created a complete migration out there. Would you have done that?
Nope.
I'd have just stayed poor. I wouldn't have found any gold anyway because I can't find gold up at Windstar. I sure ain't going to find it out in California.
Yeah.
Okay. In 1909, now Kurt was at this one. It was the first auto race on a brick track that took place where?
Oh, in the Brickyard.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
There you go. That's that why they call it the Brickyard?
Yep.
There you go. 1991, the hardline Soviet officials launched an attempt to a coup against Mikhail Gorbachev.
Yep.
And that ended the Soviet Union. That accelerated the ending of that.
Yep.
So notable deaths. Now you may not know this guy, but I found it interesting. In 1895, it was John Wesley Hardin.
Mm-hmm.
American gunfighter, outlaw, gambler, and a lawyer.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Kind of represents most lawyers.
Knows
Doesn't
how
it?
to get himself out of trouble.
He got shot in an El Paso saloon, and he was age 42, living a rough life. Okay, some notable deaths on August 19th is we have Groucho Marx. Remember him?
Yep.
Cha-cha-cha-cha. And he was a comedian, if you don't know who that was, and a film star with his family, the Groucho Marx brother, the Marx brothers, excuse me. And he did a lot of crazy sayings, and one of them I had to say, he says, behind every man, there's a successful woman, and behind her is his wife. Beautiful. Love it. 1920, finding of the organization that became the NFL, originally called the American Football League.
Yep.
2 years later. So that happened in 1920. Let's see. Let's move on. August the 20th death, 2017. Jerry Lewis.
One of my all-time favorite. Love the guy.
At age 91, his name was Joseph Levetz. And we all know what he's famous for more than being a comedian. That's his muscular dystrophy telethon that happened every Labor Day weekend, and we always miss that this coming Labor Day. What was his song that he ended the show with?
Walk On.
That's it. You'll Never Walk Alone. It's called Walk On.
Yep.
Deaths in 2012. Phyllis Diller.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy-haired woman that she was kind of the female Don Rickles.
Yep.
She aged 95.
It's on Hollywood Squares a lot.
Yeah, it's funny. August 21st, 1911. Da Vinci's Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre Museum in Paris by an employee. It took 2 years to get it back. And that happened in 1911. That's a big deal. It made the Mona Lisa very famous when that happened.
1 minute.
1959, Dwight Eisenhower signed a proclamation making the 50th state what?
Come on.
Hawaii.
Yep.
So I'm going to just kind of finish up here. We've got that, as if I can see anything. And deaths in 2024 of August 21st, John Amos, Good Times. James Dodson, he was, and we got to go. Thanks for tuning in to the Automotive Edge Radio Show. We'll get back to Automotive Talk and hope you enjoyed the day in history of these dates. Woo! There we go.
All clear.
All right.
Wow, Dave came with an attitude today.
All clear.
Woohoo!
Anyway, it's kind of interesting. I know I try to fly through it. Maybe I don't know if trying to cover all the dates of the week, because just the one day there's so much stuff that happened during the other days.
Yeah, there's a lot of people posted. They just didn't like it today.
They didn't?
No, they're posting it all over.
Really? Thomas says amen. Hallelujah.
Yep. Pass the biscuits.
But it's, trying to hit the highlights of that. The dates in histories can go back to like 13, 12. And,
Mike Pace and I got to adjust this again. We did the muscular dystrophy walkathon. We walked 20 miles together.
Really?
Yep. And we got sponsored, and then went around, collected all the money, and then brought it up to the fish bowl.
Where they had
at Six Flags,
kind of the local telethon, because they would do that.
Yeah, the big thing was at Six Flags, and then you go up there and bring them all the money, and
it was really cool because every city had their local deal where they would break from his telethon and then go to the
Vegas
local.
and New York.
and then they would have people come and bring money like that. And you did that?
Yeah, they did Vegas and New York, and then they wound up going many, many years later out to Wackadoodaloo, USA. But we would drive out, and they would have an anchor.
Right.
Mike Snyder was there a lot.
There you go.
And he would, you pull up, and so myself and a bunch of people from the nightclub went out there and gave a couple $1,000, and
That's cool.
they had us on TV. And I used to get up early on Saturday mornings. You had to get up really early because one of my favorite parts of the telethon was the orangutans.
I remember that.
And the guy would come out in the tuxedo with the big ruffles on and
Right.
do the orangutan. I thought it was just fabulous. And then, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis split, and they didn't talk to each other forever.
Right. I remember
And then
that.
one year, Frank Sinatra came out, and he's doing the show with Jerry.
Right.
And he goes, by the way, I've got a big surprise for you. And they brought Dean Martin out there. He goes, it's time.
Yeah.
And the tears and the emotion. And I watched that show.
Oh, I don't. That's awesome.
And I just remember, and that Jerry Lewis, I mean, boy, could he not only dance, but sing. And what a, I mean.
Well, he was part of the Rat Pack, wasn't he, with all the others?
No.
Oh, he wasn't in the Rat Pack? Okay.
Your guy on Mayberry RFD.
Andy Griffith?
No.
Barney Five?
Barney Five.
Which is Don Knotts.
Don Knotts and Jerry Lewis had some of the greatest gifts for that extreme character on TV.
Yes.
That's checkyourd.org.
You're right.
He could take things to a whole different level.
Oh, just naturally too. That's what was great about it.
You're up.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that.
800-281-TALK is the number. That's 800-281-TALK. This segment of the show brought to you by Grapevine Dodge. I'm telling you, don't wait. Go see Wade or Shane. Get this right now. Gas prices are up. You want to be sitting in equity when you drive off the lot. Now, the average truck has about $3,500 markup in a 1,500 half-ton series. $2,800 to $3,500 depending on the options. Get this, a 2026 Ram 1500 right now, $16,000 off MSRP. That's darn near a third of the price of the truck off.
You're gonna be sitting in equity right as you drive.
Here's one
off.
for you. Hold on to your hat. 2026 Ram 2500 Limited. What does that say?
Oh no, really? Did that? I think they made a mistake. It says 20 grand off.
20 grand off MSRP.
Wow.
Jeep Wrangler 8,000 off MSRP. Get this, a Charger.
Oh wow.
$13,300 off MSRP. Why wait? Gas prices are coming down. Yeah, you got to kind of take it easy a little bit while you're driving while gas prices are up. Plus, in the 2026 models, guess what Stellantis did? They given you a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all their products.
Woo.
$16,000 off MSRP. They're the only ones in town doing it. GrapevineDodge.com. That's GrapevineDodge.com. 16 grand off the pickup truck and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on the vehicle as well. If you don't remember this, just go to my website, theautomotiveedge.com. There's Grapevine Dodge, and ask for Wade or Shane. And if you don't remember that, all you do is shoot me a text and say, who am I supposed to ask for? And I'll hook you up. So think about it, $16,000 off. You don't have to worry about negative equity or where you are when you go to trade that vehicle. You're sitting pretty in a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Go to GrapevineDodge.com. That's GrapevineDodge.com. So here's a little bit of FYI. The new cars went up again, $52,280 average new car price. Now you got to realize you're adding luxury trucks,
right?
Everything. Hybrid sales. This is the honey hole, up 28% right now.
Yeah, it's
everybody is going to hybrid technology. The ones that were going to go all in electric, Now they're having to revamp their whole system and get with manufacturers to get hybrid systems in their car, which, Toyota has been the great leader of that on hybrid technology. Electric down 38%, and the ringleader still doing very, very well in electrification, Elon Musk and Tesla. They're still the number one producer, killing it, selling electric vehicles.
How are they doing on pre-owned electrics with that?
Well, electric pre-owned is it's really, really tough for the consumers that are going to trade because the market value, other than the Tesla S and believe it or not, the Cybertruck, which I think is the ugliest product in the market. I don't get that thing.
Yeah, please.
Even when it first came out, I went ugly.
Wow.
But here's the thing. If they were to close your eyes and stick you in the vehicle and you opened them up, you'd go, this is freaking cool.
Yeah, just inside. Don't look outside.
Yeah. When you get out of it, just put your blinders on and walk away.
Of course.
But now a lot of people are putting wraps on it. That's the big thing, is you're buying them and they're putting the purple and green and all the different.
Doctoring it up some.
Yeah, really kind of, but still the wheels on it are the ugliest in town. A buddy of mine put a set of wheels on it, was almost 20 grand.
Oh, different than factory?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because he had to get a specific wheel and rim to support that monster.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Hybrid trade-ins. If you're trading in a hybrid that's 2 or 3 years old, you are handing them gold.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people that say they can't afford a new hybrid are looking for pre-owned hybrids, and that's where the money is. A lot of vehicles that I appraised this week and last week, I got to tell you, people are really, really holding on to those vehicles and maximize. I looked at 16 vehicles this last week, and every one of them were over 160,000 miles. But now the consumers are tired of pumping the money into it. And I'm telling you, right now with gas prices, depending on what you're looking at, there are some phenomenal deals out there. The big thing, and a lot of people don't like to hear that, is leasing. The leasing programs out there are absolutely incredible in today's marketplace. There's plenty of vehicles out there with tax credits, meaning you don't have to pay the taxes. You do pay license, title, registration, documentary, vehicle inventory tax, but you're not paying the 6.25% sales tax on the whole amount of the vehicle.
That could be some real money too. Getting what you need for your trade and then having that difference. That's kind of added on.
We'll take $52,000 times 6.25%.
It's a lot.
Thousands of dollars in tax savings for the vehicles that have tax credits. It's not on all of them. And we'll help you find the dealers that do have them. But today's a good day to make the move. Let's get your car appraised. Remember, we have Sell It to Steve. You'll send me go to theautomotiveedge.com. You'll send me your trade appraisal form. Fill it out. Describe it as best you can. We'll get it to Steve. Steve will appraise and give you a buy bid on that vehicle, as well as what you should be getting for that on trade-in value. And then if you go, okay, well, hey, that number works for me, we have every connection in the business to get you in front of the right people to make the best deal. So you get the best of both worlds. You get Steve and I bidding your car, and then I'm putting you with the best dealer with the best pricing, with the least amount of hassle, stress, and strain, and enjoy buying an automobile. Just that simple. Go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Contact Kurt. And by the way, I know times are tough. We really need some help with our GoFundMe for the DeSoto boys basketball team. We're $7,200 off the mark. The window's closing for when they have to order new uniforms, or they're going to have to wear these things they've been sewing and patching up for the last 4 years, and these kids deserve better. So I hope that you'll find it in your heart. If you have $20, you got $100, whatever it is, go to theautomotiveedge.com. There it is, and throw a little bit of money into the GoFundMe. I've got a company that every Saturday, whatever the donations are for that day, they'll match, and we haven't had any in a while. And we really, really, really want to help these boys. It's the first time I've done it. Our other campaign for our adopted teachers gone off the rail. We've already helped 11 teachers. We've ordered their stuff online. We did a really big deal for Gracie Snyder and filled up the Atlas over at Louisville Volkswagen and helped her out. But we need some help on the GoFundMe on the Automotive Edge Facebook page. But while you're there, click on Contact Kurt. There's your appraisal form and a way for you to connect and help teachers, help you. That's what the show is all about. Will Scalzi, good morning, guys. When would the Rumble, not a Bumblebee.
He says Bumblebee, but I was going to ask
Rumblebee
him.
be ready to order, and that will be September, October is when they're going to open up on it. They said that Rumblebee, the 777 horsepower, you won't even be able to touch it for a long time. They've already got people lined up with deposits. I mean, they're going to fill that bank.
Well,
So
I'm surprised you're one of them that has a deposit on it.
Nah,
You're just going to drive somebody buys it, right?
you know, by the time I decked mine out and I looked at it, it's $105,000.
Oh, wow. There you
I
go.
am OUT out. But I just want to drive yours if you have the launch button. If you don't have the launch button, I really don't care. Congratulations on your new truck, but I want to hit the launch button.
Yes.
Got it? All right. 800-281-TALK is the number. That's 800-281-TALK. If you got a question about where to go, who to see, what to do, let us direct you and help you and put you with the right people doing the right thing the right way. And that's what we're all about here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. We help you save time and money. We say pay it forward and volunteer. That's all you got to do. And right now, the teachers can use some volunteers. There's a lot of kids out there without fathers that could use a big brother. There's a lot of gifts that you have that you could be handing out to other people. And that's what we do here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. We appraise your car. We talk to you about your credit. We help you with the best possible interest rate. We get you the best possible deal out there, true possible deal. And say, well, pay it forward somehow, some way. And I will tell you, this week, I had a lot of people going, hey, I got a better deal, much better deal. I'm like, wow, a much better deal.
Then you help them with it?
Oh, yeah. And lo and behold, I got those phone calls shortly after. I said, okay, what are they telling you? And they would give me the list. I said, that's great. So when you get there, you have my cell phone. Do me a favor and take a snapshot of that buyer's order before you sign anything and get it to me. Not one person did that deal. Not one. So the selling price might have been better. The trade price might have been better. But then when they got down there to the bottom, guess what?
It wasn't better.
It wasn't better because of the add-ons. And the thing about it is they gave them 3 payments with $5,000 down, with $10,000 down, and with no money down. And there was never an interest rate on there. And when I was done, my average payment was $100 better. $100 better a month. That's the difference between what I do and what you think you might be getting. Hey, when we get back, I went to the grocery store to help you buy a used car. Don't go away. Me and Boski, we'll be right back.
Thank you. Also, everybody, it's tuned in our social media feed, live stream. There's a little QR code right above Kurt's head that you can just take a picture of that and go right to the website instead of trying to enter the automotiveedge.com. It'll just take you right there, and then you can do what you need to do to find out any information and help you before you go. And it's very, very important to know before you go. Very important. You go it's like going to a gunfight without a gun.
Yep.
You better go armed and get yourself prepared for any kind of thing that could happen at a car dealership. We have great dealerships that we work with, that works with us. We have those, but there are places that are not so great. And we just want to put you at the place the right place to get you the right deal for whatever you're needing, whether it's a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle or whatever it is you need to have done, or even service on a vehicle. Don't go it alone. Like the song, Jerry Lewis song, walk on, but don't walk along. That should be our motto song. We'll take
what's funny
Jerry.
is
and use it on the show.
The one guy calls me up and he goes, "Hey, my deal's so much better than what you got." And I said, "No problem." I said, "Do me a favor, shoot a picture of the buyer's order." He goes, I don't want to. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And so I said at the bottom, and I said, "What does it say on the very bottom?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "What is ADP?" "I don't know." "What do you mean you don't know?" "You went by the selling price, but their selling price is $1,600 better." "Got it." "Trade in?" "We're the same." When you get to the bottom line,
Is that ads?
additional dealer profit.
Wow. And what does that represent? Just whatever they want to add?
Whatever they want to add. And so then the guy goes,
"Oh my God."
You know what he says? "You guys are something else."
Y'all like,
I'm like, "You guys."
yeah, you guys.
So I said, and when you go a little bit further down, what does that say? Well, yeah, you got $4,000 in contracts. So between those two numbers, I think I'm a little bit better. Well, he hung up the phone. He was so mad. He hung up the phone. He called me 2 days later and he goes, "You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me." I went, "Hang on a second. Here we go. You're putting me in that boat."
Don't you guys me.
I don't row in that boat. I got my own boat. I'm telling you, so many people look at a payment. They look at the price and the trade, and that's it. And go, "This must be a deal."
They don't look at the add-ons possibly, or like you said, the dealer, what do they call it again?
Well, it's additional dealer ads, additional dealer profit.
Whatever. Additional
but
whatever.
the one goes, "Kurt, they're doing me a better deal. They're paying off my car." I said, "Buddy, they're adding the payoff back in."
Mm-hmm.
No, it says payoff, and I'm like, okay, go all the way down the bottom. I said, "What is that? $11,000. He says, "My payoff." No, they're adding it back. Look, it says 22, whatever the number was, right? Why are you financing $33,000?
Well, they're definitely adding the remainder of his payoff for sure.
They have to.
They have to. They can't absorb that.
You have to take out the trade-in value from the selling price to tax it.
Exactly.
Because you already paid tax on it once.
Correct.
But that payoff has to go somewhere, and it goes back into the note.
They roll it into the new note, and that's what changes the.
He goes, "They didn't tell me that." "I don't care what they told you. It's on your paperwork." And he goes, "Isn't that against the law?" And I went, "No. Somebody has to pay off that car. If they're paying it off, guess what? That money has to come from somewhere."
If you have $25,000 on a vehicle and they're offering you $20,000 for your vehicle, $5,000 is going into that new car. They have to take that and add that in there. Correct?
Yeah.
So what happens is now that $5,000 is added into your new vehicle aspect, which changes whatever else you got to look at.
Yeah, if there's a payoff, you have to add it back into the vehicle.
Yeah.
When they say they're paying it off, they're not doing it just because they like you. Yeah, but a lot of people, boy, they were getting mad at me. I went, no, this is how it goes.
Yeah, you don't have to pay that car payment that you had anymore, but the remainder is going to go into the new car payment.
Yep.
So,
yeah, just you gotta watch what you're doing. That's all I can tell you is you got to pay attention. And so,
and that's what thing Kurt can help you with is help you from hello to congratulations, so you don't have to go through that and go through it alone.
Well, I told the one guy, so you need to get over it. He's got one, and so he goes over and it was sold. He goes, "I guess I have to go back." I went, no. If you do, take this deal and go get it. It's still a good deal. The numbers are still good numbers. I'm sorry that my sponsor sold the last one he had left because there's some products out there that are very hard to come by.
And when they get them, they go.
Yeah. And so he went over and the guy goes, "Nope." He goes, "I've got the vehicle in stock. I'm not adjusting it at all." I said, "That's okay. Go see Drayton Feltz over at Freeman Toyota and get your name on the next one coming in." I said, he's got some in the pipeline. It's not like your car is going to depreciate thousands of dollars in a few weeks till they get there.
Right.
You know? And so he did. And he went over there yesterday, and I said, just leave a deposit. It's refundable. You're not custom building the car, custom ordering it, so they got to give you the money back. It's a hand trade state, and get your deposit back if you don't want it. So anyway, these are the things that.
Well, there's a lot of things. You know, we go through all these different components every week that has an effect on your deal that you're making, whether you're buying a pre-owned or a new car. And if you just, like I said, you're going to a gunfight without a gun, you're in trouble. You need to be loaded with information, and you need to gather as much information you can from Kurt, or just have him just help you along. That way he can sing that you walk never alone anymore. Can you sing it like Jerry used to do it?
No, I cried every time.
I actually watched a little bit of that the other day. And
he's bawling when he
oh man, it brought tears to my eyes.
My brother, him and a guy named Harless Freeman went to MDA camp. They used to have it.
Okay.
And kids from all over the world came. And it was paid for, and he adopted a boy from France, and he was his caretaker for the week and completely changed his life.
Oh, I bet.
You're up.
I sure missed that show, though. It was so fantastic.
Hey, this segment of the show is brought to you by the great folks over there at Freeman Honda. And I got to tell you, Michael Allen, who I worked with 20 years ago at McDavid Honda when Mr. McDavid owned it, is there. You want me to, I'm telling you, he is the most laid-back human being I've ever met in my life.
That's good.
He talks like he walks, very slow. And he makes sure you fully understand. Then another guy I used to work with, Oliver Lacey's there. And then Wyman King, the general sales manager, is probably one of the coolest guys in the Honda business, by far, without a doubt. Right there at I-20 in Wheatland, great bunch of guys, great products. You got 2.99% on the Honda Ridge line right now, 2.49 on the hybrid CRV, which we've never seen. And then you have the HRV special financing, the 2026 Accord, 4% financing for 60 months. And then the 2026 Hybrid Accord, which we've never seen anything special, 3.9% for 60 months. And there's a whole lot more. I did the review on the new Prelude, which is on my YouTube page, but it comes down to people. And the people don't get any better than Wyman King, General Sales Manager, Michael Allen, Salesperson, Oliver Lacey, Salesperson, right there at I-20 in Wheatland. Go to freemanhonda.net. That's freemanhonda.net. Let them know you listen to the Automotive Edge radio show and talk to the boss up front. He'll put you with Oliver or Mike, and you will enjoy your Honda experience second to none. That's freemanhonda.net. Okay, I went to the grocery store yesterday, and I did a little video clip before I went in there, and then my son put up, you had 4 choices of what Kurt was going to buy in the grocery store to help you buy a used car.
Yeah, I chose a banana, but that wasn't the right.
Yeah, maybe a good snack.
Bologna, I bought some of that too. It just still didn't work.
Here it is. Are you ready?
Ready. Drum roll.
An orange.
Orange.
The orange.
And boy, it's really orange. You see it pop on the screen?
It did.
How about that?
There we go.
Perfect spot right there.
Can y'all see the orange right there? There we go. Let's just leave it right there. Let's lock that in for the rest of the show. If you'll take an orange and you look at the peel of this orange, you study it. Study the orange. I know a lot of us are a little ADD and we can't. And you'll notice that there's a very special pattern in the orange.
Of the orange peel.
Correct. This design, this pattern is what's on your car, truck, or SUV. And it cannot be duplicated. There's some that get close, but they just can't duplicate it. And we see it all the time. So if you'll take an orange with you and get a good look at that orange, get a good look. Good look. Study that thing. If you're looking at that car, get it out of the sun, and you will find that orange peel on the car. That orange peel needs to be consistent all the way around the car,
top and bottom.
So I looked at a car the other day, and I'm looking at it, and first thing is I get to the rear deck lid, the trunk, and I went, "Did you have this painted?" He goes, "I did. There was a lot of hail damage on it, and all this was able to pop out, but this was pretty severe because it's the thinnest metal that your roof line, your hood, your roof, and your trunk." And he goes, "I did," and he showed me the paperwork, and it was done, and it was exceptional, the paint job and the work they did on it. He goes, "How did you know that?" I said, "I noticed the difference in the orange peel." And he goes, "Really?" So we went to his car and we looked at that one, and he was just fascinated that I figured it out. I see it a lot of the time is when I go around the car and I tell people an orange peel. And let me tell you, when you really start looking at a used car, it's amazing what the salespeople or the person selling you the car has to say. But you need to look at it. When you look at a white car in the sun, you're not going to see nothing but bright. It will hurt your eyes to look at a white car in the sun. You got to get that car in the shade, and you need to walk around your paint job just as a lay person. And if that orange peel isn't all the way around, and it's so easy to spot.
Really once you dial into it, because I did that a couple of weeks ago. I told you I went and did the same thing. I'm going like, man, this is cool. Yeah. I do see it clearly. I mean, just passing, getting in and out of the car, you don't recognize that. But if you dial in, remember those things where you look and you had to focus and it came clear? It's not that bad, but you kind of pay attention, look at it. But when you spot it, you'll know what he's talking about.
So I'm at the store the other day, and this guy had one of the coolest trucks I've ever seen. And I walk up and he goes, "Can I help you?" I said, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry." I said, "I host a car radio show, and I'm a big truck guy, and this is one good looking truck." And he goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Hang on a second." I hand him my business card. He goes, "Okay." I said, "You mind if I?" No. He starts talking about his truck, and I go around to the rear of the truck.
Oh boy!
And I said,
"Oh boy!"
I'm looking at it, and I said, "Did you get in a wreck? Somebody hit the truck?" And he goes, "How'd you know that?" I said, "Well, I can tell by the orange peel, the difference between the orange peel and the cab." He goes, "What are you talking about?" And so I showed him. He's like, "Man, that is freaking cool."
Yeah.
He goes, "But yeah, I was on a job site, and this guy was carrying this metal thing and smashed it right into the rear of it. And so he had it repainted."
Right.
And I told him, I said, "Yeah, every good vehicle," I said, "Here, come here." He's taking a look at mine. I said, "This orange peel here matches all the way around." And I noticed I was walking around your truck that you have a lot of custom work done to the truck, custom parts and accessories, but then I noticed the paint on it." And he goes, "Wow, that's just fascinating." This will help you find out a lot about a car. And just because it doesn't have all the orange peel on it doesn't mean that it's a bad car. You want to know
what happened.
Yeah. Do you have the paperwork? Because most
well, even in, like you said, some of that, what is it where you go to and can find out about the vehicle? I lost my thought on it.
Carfax.
Carfax doesn't always have the information because of what you say.
Oh,
that may not be on the Carfax. They can take a vehicle that's been wrecked to a buddy or whatever and have it fixed and never put it on a Carfax. So these are the kind of things you need to know, because just because it's not on Carfax doesn't mean there wasn't a problem with it.
Yeah, I use AutoCheck and Carfax. I looked at a Cadillac Escalade the other day, and I'm walking around and I took a look at it, and I said, the guy goes, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, other than this vehicle being painted," he said, "the vehicle never been painted. I bought it, clean Carfax." And he just,
here we go.
Yada, yada, yada. And I said, "Buddy, I don't mean to bust your bubble, but whoever sold you this car did not tell you this thing's been painted down this whole side." And he goes, "Show me." And I showed him. I said, "Now look at the other side." And he's like, he's on the phone with this guy wearing him out.
I bet.
And he goes, "It wasn't on the Carfax." And the guy's lying to him on the phone because he was the original owner of the car. And he goes, "This thing been painted, blah, blah, I'm going to sue you." And, it took a turn. He goes, "Wow. And all I needed was an orange." Well, it's a little bit more than that. I mean, you got to know what to look for,
right.
But,
and you could have had a V8 too.
That's right. And so it's a great starting point, and that's just the tip of the week. We got 2 more tips for you the next 2 Saturdays on what to look for. But an orange is a great tool to realize that it's got a pattern, And you know what? The pattern's the same all the way around the arm. It's not perfectly identical, but there's different reasons. But you get the point. That's where they get the term orange peel, because you have opposite magnetation. You have a positive and a negative, and they suck together, and it sucks that paint into the metal and creates, you have your primer, and then it sucks it into it, and then they clear coat it, and you have that orange peel effect down the side of your car, on the hood, roof, whatever the case may be. And it's a great thing. But here's the caveat to that. Most body shops, not all, are now given a lifetime transferable warranty on those paint jobs. Then you have to find out, like Bo said a moment ago, what was the damage. I had a guy, he had a cart, a grocery store cart, went down his quarter panel. He was livid. Didn't want it. Incredible. Got a new quarter panel and had to put on the car and paint it. Darndest thing I've ever seen. He could have done the same thing to the OEM that he had on there.
Correct.
But he still had a perfect car. And so don't let that be the one-all, end-all, because there's a lot of great paint companies out there doing it the right way. And it doesn't mean that your car is a total loss or it's not worth anything. It's all about the quality of the work done and how much damage was actually done in the wreck or to the vehicle
to get that done. You just want to
time.
know what happened and to have a better idea before you make the purchase. And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's right. We're coming up in the next segment. What's hot, what's not in the auto industry, but it has nothing to do with your trading. Coming up here on the Automotive Edge radio show on the Word 100.7 FM.
Orange. There it is. Look how that pops.
It does.
Look at that. Just how about the orange head?
There we go.
Like the cone heads and everything.
Take it home. Get you some vitamin C.
Oh, you're giving me the orange?
That's a nice one, too.
I see that.
They were expensive. Ain't no cheap orange there.
Nah, nothing cheap really anymore. Yeah. Thank you. I'll get my vitamin C going.
Yeah, it's amazing. I had a lady, and I was looking at the car, and she let me have it.
When you told her about it,
I said, "Ma'am,
why would they?
These two doors here have been painted," and she was not a happy camper.
With you, right?
Just, you don't know what you're talking about. That car's never been in a body
You're
shop.
just one of those guys. You guys are all
the original
alike,
owner.
all that kind of stuff.
I bought it brand new.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it wasn't too long after that she apologized.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Well, Mr. Chase, every year, my husband and I spend several months in our other home.
Somebody else might have driven it.
And our daughter
was
pulling into the garage, and I don't know remember what shit it was, and it just scratched all the way down from door to door. Instead of stopping,
just kept going.
She figured, it'd quit scratching sooner or later. Well, it did. And so she took it to the body shop, didn't tell mom or dad, and had their Volkswagen repainted. And I found it immediately. I mean, it wasn't any gray area that I knew that the door's been painted. So, but here's the thing. It didn't hurt the car hardly at all because daughter gave us the paperwork, and we saw that it wasn't a wreck. There was no internal damage. It didn't do anything to the quality of the product. Paint job was good, and they took off $500,000, whatever it was. This is a great deal. So
typically, what would be, of course, depending on the circumstances, when a dealer is looking at buying that for the trade or just buying outright, and they find that out, do they then want to find out what's going on before they give them a...
and so the dealer that they were going to trade it with, I said, take that work order with you,
right,
and show it to them. And so the next person was going, hey, they had, the girl was pulling in a garage, and it was scratched, and she surprised her mom and dad and went and had it taken care of, but it did no blah, 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 and they had blackened out, the name and had their phone number, said this was the work done. They sold the car right away.
Yeah. So how much you think would have been the difference
$1,000
for the difference of whether it was worked or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not that bad.
No,
Not for that kind of car.
yeah, and it was
That's checkyourd.org.
it was black, and so it was really hard to see.
Sure.
It was fine, but we found it.
You're up.
Do you have an idea what's at 820 and Highway 30 in the west side of Fort Worth? Right there at Las Vegas Trail or Chisholm Trail off of 820. It's a great group of dealerships owned by the Hiley family. Jason Hiley and his group with Hiley Acura, Hiley Subaru, Hiley Mazda, Hiley Hyundai, and Hiley Buick GMC. All right there. One's at 30 in Las Vegas Trail, very first exit. The other one's right there at Chisholm Trail and 820. What a great group of dealerships. And the thing is, I've known Jason Hiley and his family for so many years. His dad, Randy, who I call Mr. Hiley, I've known for a very, very long time. Family owned and operated makes a difference. And we were talking earlier about the new Subaru Outback. Absolutely incredible. When you take a look at Hiley Acura, Acura is one of the best products on you just can't kill them. Just can't kill them. Resale, dependability, reliability, cost of ownership, all fall in the category why Acura is a standout product. And then right around the corner, you've got Hiley Mazda, which, Mazda continues to build and build on their brands, their looks, the luxury effect of their products. The new CX-5 is out, off the hook. And then right next door, Hyundai, which continues to grow and grow on about 11% increase month over month.
Wow.
Why? Because their looks, their products, and that Hyundai Elantra is probably one of the coolest looking small cars out there. So right there, go to HileyCarsFortWorth.com. That's HileyCarsFortWorth.com and meet any of the great general managers. If any of those cars fall into your line, the Acura, the Subaru, the Mazda, the Hyundai, the Buick, the GMC, give me a call. Let me get you with the general manager and get you taken care of when it comes to your Hiley needs, where you're highly appreciated, highly respected, and always get the best deal around.
Highly competitive.
That's right. HileyCarsFortWorth.com. And I was just over there the other day. I got a new video with Kip Gilmore, the general manager from Hiley Mazda. And one lady goes, is he old enough to be the GM? And he gets that all the time. I mean, this guy's going to be 60s and he'll look like he's 20. And he will tell you that he is all about helping people with credit problems. And he was telling me the other day that he had people in the 500s that got single-digit interest rates.
Sweet.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And they have tier financing on their leases.
How about that?
Unbelievable. And he goes, you wouldn't believe the look on their face when we come out and go, hey, we got your brand new car. It's fantastic. That's the difference when people take time, not just to hit you with 17% that you'll never get out of, or you're going to hate it every time. He wants to make sure he gets you the best possible deal all the way down the line, where your thank you is coming back and getting another one. He has a completely different mindset. That's the difference with the Hiley dealerships. Well, halfway through the year, the numbers are actually incredible. Toyota with 1,073,000 sales. Ford right behind them at 950. Chevrolet at 861. Then following there, Honda. Nissan is back in the game. There for the longest time, their CEO, we didn't know what Nissan was going to do. And there you heard all the news that Honda was going to partner up with Nissan. That deal never went together. There was way too much ego and power at stake. It wasn't going to happen. They brought in a new CEO, and he is rocking the Nissan lineup. And I would just tell you, I get a lot of times where people are saying, hey, I'm looking for a car in this price. And when I throw Nissan in it, they say the same thing. What is it?
A Nissan?
Nissan. I'm telling you. You look at the Nissan Rogue, and that's one of the top selling small SUVs. You got the Toyota RAV4, you got the Honda CRV, and the Nissan Rogue.
They all look good too. They're good looking vehicles.
Yeah, and you throw in the Tiguan. I mean, that category is on fire, but that Nissan Rogue is right there. Now they've jumped up to number 5 in overall sales for the year. And then Hyundai. In the luxury race, BMW, Lexus right there side by side, Mercedes-Benz, Acura, who passed Audi and Cadillac. And I don't get to deal with Audi. Audi builds some of the coolest cars to drive around. They do. Their stuff is just cool. And then Cadillac, and now Cadillac's going to be, they're down about 23% right now. And they're going to be bringing back some gas motors, which they should have done. Don't follow what Volvo's doing. Do your own thing. Bring back the gas vehicles. Bring back the hybrid technology, and rock and roll. And I think they're jumping in on that. Top selling individual products. Number 1, go figure, the Ford F-Series. Right behind it, you have the Chevy Silverado, then the Honda CRV. Check that out. Then Ram pickup, Toyota Camry, GMC Sierra, the Tesla Y, RAV4 Tacoma, and the Chevy Equinox.
So Toyota Camry was up number 1 for the longest.
Yeah.
So is it because they don't have as much production going with that right now?
Yeah, and then you have, the earthquake over in Japan, and all the things that are going on. You have your tariffs. I mean, there's so many things going on, but they build a lot of Toyotas here.
Okay.
You got to remember, they build a ton of the Toyotas here. They're moving the truck factory from Mexico into San Antonio, so we won't be worrying about tariffs or anything. I think it's one of the biggest plants in the world is being built in San Antonio by
congratulations.
Toyota.
That's fantastic.
So here's the thing. Used car prices are way, way, way down. There's only very few products that are hard to come by that they don't negotiate a whole lot. But even when you take a look at Toyota, and they're very light on things like the RAV4, certain 4Runners, the Grand Highlander, they're still discounting them. They're still discounting them at Freeman Toyota, where some of them are discounting, but then when they put the ads on it, you're still back up over sticker price. So there's a great lineup of great deals on new products right now in today's marketplace. And the big kicker is what pre-owned cars are bringing. And remember, Sell It to Steve is now in full swing. We'll have his website and information up on mine on Monday. But if you're looking to do something with your trade, and whether you're going to sell it outright, you just want to get rid of it, or you want to trade it in, go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Contact Kurt, fill out that appraisal, and Steve will be on the phone with you immediately, giving you a bid on that car, as well as I will. And you will know before you go when you get to the dealership, because the biggest problem at a dealership is trade-ins. That's what takes the longest. And when I was doing it, I was like, really, does it matter what I'm giving you for your trade, or I'm giving you for the new one, as long as I get to the payment that you want? Isn't that really what's most important? And you know what everybody would say?
Sure. That's a good idea.
I made a whole lot of money doing
Bad idea.
I made a whole lot of money doing that. But you want it broken down. What are you selling me the car for? And what are you actually giving me for my trade?
And read all the way down to buyer's order.
Market allowance and market value. And that
additional vehicle dealer add-on.
Yeah, the Whamma Jamma Ding Dong special.
Yeah, you don't read that all the way down, good luck.
Yeah, we don't want all that. We want to pull that out of the way. So go to the website, contact Kurt, fill out your trade appraisal. We'll get it over to Sell It to Steve. There's not a better buyer in the marketplace. There's some people that will always tell you a number just to get you in. Just to get you in.
Sure.
We're going to give you a number based on how you rate that vehicle. This is all on you. If your car needs tires, we need to know. If your car needs a battery, we need to know. If your car has been in a wreck, we're going to find it. We just need the paperwork on how that car was taken care of and what was done to it. And we'll still maximize your money, because guess what? People don't mind buying good cars if the body work and repairs were done right.
Sure.
They'll still buy them. Quick break. 800-281-TALK's the number. That's 800-281-TALK. I'm Kurt Chase with the great one, Big Wheel Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
All right. And good morning, Peggy. Thank you for the hello and having a good day for us. Hope you do too. We are rocking here in North Texas, and we're in the orange alert for being outside doing anything athletic or work. They're saying that's not a good idea. They don't have to tell me. I think it's a bad idea. No, what kind of what kind of weather? I don't want to go outside and work ever. But it's a little rough right now. I don't know what. I think it's still going to be going on for another good week, isn't it?
Yeah, they say chance of rain today.
Oh, really?
20%. Hopefully, we'll get a little sprinkle, a little something, something. But yeah, the next week is still.
I see right here, but it looks like it's going to miss us.
Yep.
See what happens. Look at that. Right around us. All going east and breaking
people
up.
in McKinney going to get hit a little bit.
Breaking up. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Anywhere it can rain, and that'll help with all the fire hazards.
We're getting to the 108, 9.
Is that heat index?
Oh, that's temperatures. 108 on Sunday, and 109 on Monday up in my neck of the woods. Hey, 99 Friday.
Yay.
That's nice. That's good.
Stay hydrated.
Boy, you know what? And I've noticed the fact that I'm thirsty a lot. Have you noticed that? And I drink a lot of water because of it. But
I take a bottle of water and I add the rehydrate to it.
That's good. That's cool.
Hey, if you got a question about where to go, who to see, what to do, now is the time. Post it here on the live feed or go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Contact Kurt, and let us get you handled when it comes to your automotive needs. Because I got to tell you what, there are some fabulous deals out there right now. I mean, absolutely incredible.
We're talking thousands of dollars, not just a few $100s.
And 16 grand off a sticker on a limited, 20 grand off sticker on a 2500. Jeez Louise. And everybody's saying, I can't afford the gas. Let me tell you what, with that kind of savings and the gas prices drop, you're going to be a happy camper when it changes. Because now they're putting the ultimate squeeze on Iran.
Yeah, it's coming.
Ooh, they're going to, boy, it's not going to be good. So,
well, I don't know. You have to do what you got to do when you do, is what Ron Washington said.
Well, it's too bad that, the people are too scared to rise up. They've got them suppressed so bad. They killed, 30, 40,000 of them for trying it.
Yeah.
And that's just a bad deal. Bad deal.
Well,
they're in my prayers every day.
Yeah.
My son growing up since a little boy, every year for Christmas, we asked what he wanted. He'd say world peace.
World peace.
And I so get it as I'm getting older and you see what's going on in the world and what's going on here in the United States, that everybody needs some Jesus. Everybody needs some Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of Jesus.
And boy, man, oh man. Because what's something is I do a lot of Bible studies. We're in one on Tuesday and Wednesday night, and then I do a luncheon on Thursday with some friends this week. How many of the guys in the group really are convinced the end times are right around the corner? And it's just amazing how many times I've heard that.
Well, I think one of the things that really kind of geared that for me is AI. I mean, when you start changing things, and what we get as a society about that governor up in Massachusetts that signed that law about abortion, I couldn't believe that. That's insane.
And a couple of years ago, she went and saw the Pope.
And so it's the evil under the guidance of
full-term abortion.
Full term. Shock the living bejeebus out of me. How's that happen and people celebrating that?
Well, I saved my pennies and I saved my dimes. Giddy up,
giddy up.
For I knew there would be a time.
Giddy up, giddy up.
Well, I tell you a place you want to giddy up to, and that's Classic Kia Carrollton. I was talking to Alan Glover and Jesse Holt. They got an additional, get this, 300 Kias.
Wow.
For their inventory. 300. They don't want to pay interest on them bad boys. You want to make a deal on a Kia. The place, Classic Kia Carrollton. The all-new Telluride Hybrid in stock. The Sportage in stock. I was over there the other day with my son, and we are going through the inventory, and I was like, boys and girls, if there was a time, the new Seltos just came out, the 2027, and you're going to be blown away by under $27,000, all the safety features they put on it. They weren't looking at, well, let's see how much leather and sunroof, and they got this thing jam-packed, jelly tight with safety features. So from the Celtis, the Sportage, the K4, the K5, the Telluride, the Carnival, let me tell you, they are moving iron at a pace you wouldn't believe when you have 300 additional new cars coming. With the 300 to have on the property, 300 plus. That means big savings, and Alan Glover, general manager, is putting all the money in the trade-ins. I had two people call me that picked up a vehicle over there. One picked up an extra $1,800. The other one picked up $2,000 just on their trade-in. Said, hey, what's important to me is what I'm going to get for the trade-in. We've kind of picked out a car online. They didn't even blink about it. Done. The place, Classic Kia Carrollton. Go to ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. That's ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. Ask for my buddy Alan Glover, general manager, and let him take care of your Kia needs. All right. Betty, I'm going to get some more questions, so don't think that I totally forgot that you yelling at me the other day.
There we go. Hold on. Grab the reins.
Yep. Kurt, do you do more research on a new or used car? Great question. Both. The research I do on new is obviously all the technology. On some of these, I think there's way too much technology, but I go through the car and say, hey, what's new, what's not? For me, the other day, and I posted it, when I got into the new America 250 edition at Grapevine Dodge, I said, you know what tells me something about a new vehicle? He said, what? We turned on all the Alpine speakers, and I turned on Staying Alive with the Bee Gees.
There you go.
And the sound was incredible. I said, this is a good vehicle. I'm a little bit different from a lot of people because I injured my back a couple years ago and fractured a couple of vertebrae. So the seating is very, very important. But I drive them. I get in the back seat. I open up the trunk. What do we have for storage? Some of these things are putting in, like the organizer Toyota put in the Camry. I mean, it's got a cooler in it, and then 3 other storage containers that slides to the back. And I'm looking at these going, wow, these are some really cool features on here. So I spend a lot of time going through the new. And then when they talk about, well, we've upgraded the suspension, or we've upgraded the hybrid technology, or we've upgraded, I'm going to take it out and drive it and find out about it. With pre-owned, first thing I'm going to do is look at the mileage and start going through the car. I'm going to look at the Carfax. I'm going to look at AutoCheck.
And the paint.
And then I'm going to take and look and see what the dealer did to the car to get it ready. How much money, what was the reconditioning cost on that car to get that car ready? New tires, I don't care. What else did they have to do to that car? And then when you look at the AutoCheck and the Carfax, if they're having to, new brakes every whatever, was that car driven too hard? So I have 2 different mindsets when I'm looking at, but I spend just about the same time, new and used, looking at the car because there's so much information available. And when you've been doing this for 38 years, you can kind of go through them, both of them at the same pace, same amount of time. I'm not going to answer this next question. It says, Kurt, what brand will you never buy and why?
I know the answer to that.
I'm not going to answer this because I had a family contact me the other day and asked me about it, and we went over and took a look at it, and it was a nice rig, and they bought it and drove it home, and but it's not for me. And it's not fair or correct for me to say what I don't like because it could be advantageous to you. because what you like, I may not like. Bo likes black wheels. I don't. I have friends that like sunroofs. I don't care about sunroofs. I've got a need for speed. I like torque and horsepower. Some people don't care about torque and horsepower. People say, what's the difference between this car and that car? Honda and Toyota. What makes Toyota better than a Honda, or what makes Honda better than a Toyota? Well, Honda gives you more of a sporty feel. You hear a little more engine rev. One of the best cars ever built. Toyota gives you a little bit quieter cabin and a little bit more of a luxury feel. Only differences. But then I have people go, well, you know what? I thought this vehicle was quieter. Well, I wear hearing aids, so things are going to be different for the both of us. So I don't go there on something that I would never buy, because I don't want to shorten your choices in a vehicle that may work better for you than works for me. So there you go. What brand would be the only, what brand would be the only brand you would switch to? Well,
from what to what, I guess, is the question I would ask.
In the last 2 years, I've switched quite a bit.
He's had all of everything under the sun.
And people say, why? Did you trade it because you didn't like it? No, I found something else that I liked.
It's like a lady that likes purses.
You know,
I'll just put it that way. Or
drove the
shoes.
Dodge Ram, and I traded that for a Chevy Silverado. Bought another Dodge Ram, traded it for a Mercedes E350. I had the only Cardinal Red Sport Premium one out there, and this thing was incredible. The dealer called me and said, hey, I've got somebody who really wants it. Boom, it's your car. Had some sports cars, had a couple of luxury cars. One car, I tell you this,
Let's
the
just say
one
it's
car
endless.
I wish I would have never traded.
Well, I already know.
Was the strawberry red white leather Acura RL.
Yeah, that
Should
was
have never traded that car.
was one top-ended car. Right
That car was the deal. I love that car, and it didn't last a day on the lot when I traded it in. That was my. If I could have one car back, it would have been the red RL Acura. What matters most in a new car, truck, or SUV? What should matter most on a new car, truck, or SUV to the consumer? Great question. Safety, reliability, and cost of ownership. Now, the cost of ownership, you can find very, very easily, and nobody ever does this. Go back to service and get one of their menus for their service on their car. And you'll see real quick, a buddy of mine was looking at a luxury brand, and he left the luxury lot. And he went back. I said, man, you really like that car? Buddy, this puppy's going in my driveway. Okay. I said, do you know what it costs to service that car? He goes, don't care. Well, he went back to service, and one of my buddies happened to be working back there, Russell. And he goes, hey, could you kind of give me a ballpark? He goes, yeah. I printed this deal off for him, and he called me back. You know what he said?
Ruh-roh.
Are you freaking kidding me? I said, well.
Tried to warn you, baby.
You know, how you doing today there, big shooter? And I hope you enjoy your car. I can't wait to drive by and see that in the driveway. Well, he went with something completely different. Just because it didn't work into his budget. So I do that. Reliability, durability, and the main thing that I look at right when a new car comes out is I look at the residuals. And even though I'm not leasing, it tells me what the manufacturer thinks about the value of their own car.
And you can find that out without leasing too.
Right when you're there. Could I tell me what the residual is on this car? Quick break. Don't go away. I'm Kurt Chase with the Great One Big Wheel Bo Carver. Get things wrapped up. Be right back.
Yes, sir. We're rocking this morning. They're giving out a lot of data for you to help you with all your automotive needs. So be sure and go to theautomotiveedge.com and contact Kurt and let him walk you through what you need and leave your phone number. If you want to leave a dissertation, he'll read it, but probably rather talk to you. Leave your phone number and the question you might want to know, and he'll get back with you and take care of you so you don't walk alone. He might even sing that song for you.
No, you don't want that. You'd rather me speaking to you, I promise.
Walk on. You'll never walk alone. Record me doing it. Play it for him. Yeah, he gets so choked up singing that song sometimes. He has a hard time singing it too. Well, what a great show. That was just a time that it was so exciting. It would come on the weekend, be on the whole weekend, and you'd watch some of it and then go out and swim or cook or something and come back, watch some more of it, go out and do something else, come back. It went on the whole weekend. I think, I'm not sure. I think
Ed
it's,
McMahon, can we get a drum
yeah,
roll,
how
please?
about that? That was awesome, dude.
And back then you'd say, I remember when it hit $10 million, you were like fascinated.
That's crazy.
Then it hit 15 million. Then you wanted to be there at the end when that final tally rolled in just to see what it was.
Yeah.
It was a good time where people cared about people helped people.
Wholesome entertainment too the whole time. He had a lot of guests that would come on, a lot of stars, a lot of entertainers, a lot of musicians, and donating their time and effort to help the cause for that. And
you remember that drummer Buddy Rich?
Oh, absolutely. He would be on Johnny Carson all the time.
Mike Douglas, Johnny Carson, Merv Griffin,
all of the biggies.
And boy, he'd come on and
do those crazy things with the sticks.
It's amazing how much of that stands out because, back then, people cared about people.
Oh, yeah.
And they took time to learn and hear and understand. And now it's whatever pops up on the phone, you believe it and run with it. And,
yeah.
I've got friends that watch way too much news and you get together and they're all these crazy conspiracy theorists. And I'm like, my gosh.
Well, a lot of the news is just fabricated. It's not, they twist it to where it sounds a certain way for a certain political group. And I've been seeing some where they go back and say, well, here's actually what took place. And it doesn't line up at all with what the news led it to be.
Or it's refiltered.
Yeah.
Regurgitated. I mean, it's so funny. Fox on there, breaking news. It was something you heard earlier in the day. It ain't breaking news.
Well, gotta break in slowly. We'll break it in earlier, then bring it back to you and break it in a little slower to you again.
E.org.
Yeah, I don't get it. Never have. Well,
you're up.
$800-281-TALK is the number. Remember, for all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing parts, or service or body shop, go to theautomotiveedge.com. Click on Contact Kurt. Leave me your name and number. I'll call you if you just want to fill out the form and tell me all about your car and your trade appraisal. We have Sell It to Steve on board with us now. One of my good friends for many, many, many years, and he's as good as it gets bidding cars out there. So we've got all different avenues and ways to help you maximize your trade and get with the right people doing it the right way, because we need to. There's enough stress in the world. You turn on the TV, you're looking at your phone, there's so much stress, so much bad. But you know what? There's a lot of good. And one of the good things that we do is we put you with the right people doing it the right way to make your car buying experience simple. There's just a couple things I want to recap before we go. One is on your credit applications, make sure you're filling them out right. Gross monthly income, not net. And if you're married, split the bills. You don't have to put your spouse on there if you don't want her on the credit application. You just put married and you put half the bill. So when they pull it in the bank, says, well, the mortgage is $3,000. They put, yeah, he's married. His wife has income. You can put down additional income, but you don't have to give up your wife's Social Security or anything like that. You don't have to, as long as you have good credit. And sometimes they want two people on the note based on your credit, but not all the time. And if you don't want to and you have good credit, you're the one deciding on what you want to do. I have a car in my name, and my wife has a car in her name, and we're not joint on either loan. Okay, and it can be done based on your credit. So it's gross monthly income, not net. And anything that you put on that credit app is additional income. Let's say you're Uber driving, just have your bank statement. If you got, you want to include your tips, because remember, there's no tax on tips. No tax on tips. That's your money. And if you can show that, that's additional income. Yeah, I got all these tips on Uber or whatever the food delivery service is, Grubhub or Uber Eats, whatever.
All of them.
Show that. That's all additional income, especially if you have no credit or you have a credit situation or you're a college graduate and you got college graduate programs, you got stuff to back it. Yeah, well, I'm Uber driving and I'm doing that, whatever the case may be. If you're not sure, always go to theautomotiveedge.com, click contact Kurt, and let me help you through it, because most of the people are now doing their credit applications online. You get online and you find a car that you want and you contact the salesman and, hey, Bo, do you still have this 2026 Ram in stock? Good. Okay, that's the truck I'm interested in. You're going to be financing or paying cash? I'm going to be financing. Well, you can go online and fill out the credit app to get pre-approved. So when you get here, we got all that knocked out. If you're not sure on that credit app what to do, go ahead and contact me, and we can FaceTime and get you through the credit app, because you don't want to get there and all of a sudden you have what they call STIPs. STIPs are stipulations that the bank flagged, where you got to bring in proof of income, your last check stub, your tax returns, because your debt to ratio, something's not matching up here. And now they're going to dig deeper into the loan. What we can do is we can prevent all that and make sure that you are
good to go when you
well
go.
Rehearsed on what you're putting on that paper. Because I've had people before that puts down stuff, and one girl went to school and she was a bartender and she made really good money, but she had income that was not provable because it was cash. And so she was like, I don't know what to do. Finally, I went, are you putting any of this money in the bank? She goes, all of it. Bring in a bank statement. Mm-hmm. Okay, so these are the things that we want to make sure that, we just want to make it as seamless as possible. And it's just like in a football game. You have someone that knows the play, studying the play, and he relays it to you and helps you with the direction of where you're going to go next. That's what I do on the Automotive Edge radio show, is I help you to get through each process, each step. And here's the thing. Even if you're not buying from one of my sponsors, I will help you. I don't have Cadillac on there. I don't have Lexus on there. I don't have Volvo. There's products on there that I don't have as sponsored, but I know somebody that owns those dealerships and that can help you out. I've got general managers all over the place. In fact, a buddy of mine down in Austin, the guy goes, hey, I don't want to drive. Okay, go see my buddy Matt Cole. He runs Howdy Honda. Wow, really? Yeah, tell him I sent you. Matt called me up. Hey, let me send you a referral. No. Put some money in the GoFundMe. Can't take any money. What do you mean? I can't take referral, bird dog fees. Can't take any of that. So I'm going to find somebody. I had a gentleman in Iowa, just moved up there. I started calling some people, and he goes, hey, I got a buddy that's a sales manager of all places where he was.
Okay.
Does it always work out that way? No, but we'll still help you, because the only difference in the pricing is destination and handling. What it takes the manufacturer, what they charge to get it to you, but they build them for the same prices.
And also what your trade may be worth. Those are the kind of things that are all coming together to help the deal be better for you by going to Kurt. Simple.
Yeah, you'll know. And on the trade-in value, they're almost dollar for dollar all the way across the board. Don't be fooled that I had a gentleman that was in Eureka Springs. He goes, that guy says, you're crazy. My vehicle's not worth 23. It's worth 19. I went, leave.
Mm-hmm.
For $4,000,
yeah,
I'm getting in my car.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so he left, went to another dealership. Get this, I missed it. He got $22,750. Okay, big deal. I mean, it could be $250, but I don't have $250.
Well, it's a lot different than $4,000.
Big difference between that $4,000. And so, and then the guy called him, and he's halfway out of there, and he goes, hey, what if we did? And he's like, no, I'm leaving. I said, and here's the thing. If you want to, with the money you're saving, you can stay in a hotel overnight here in Big D, and I'll get you with the dealer, and I've got their price beat by $1,100. So what is that? It's a $5,500 swing. That's a lot of coin. When you're doing $30 per thousand, how much is that? $180 a month. That's a lot of coin over 5 years. Now do the math.
Yeah.
You know, so these are the things that we can do. It doesn't matter where you are, that we can help you through it and help you understand, especially when, excuse me, when it comes to leasing. A lot of people are still on the bubble about leasing. A lot of these investment shows are telling you never lease, never lease. It's a bad thing. Well, that's their opinion, and it doesn't work for them, but it's not one size fits all. Leasing covers about 33% of the marketplace right now. Why?
And growing, isn't it?
Yeah, because people can get into a vehicle for 40 to 50% less than what they were paying under warranty, and every 3 years. And they said, well, what do you own? I said, well, okay, you finance a house for 30 years. What do you own? You don't own the house. The bank owns
and
the
if
house.
even if you're buying and you're paying monthly payments, you don't own that car. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's no difference.
Until you get the pink slip, and it's not a pink slip anymore, it's blue.
Yeah, I saw the color.
Yeah,
it's better.
It's a blue slip, pink slip, but we all go by pink slip. So, you know, there's different avenues for everybody. You know, it's not one size fits all. And my deal is I'm not obligated to a dealership to have you do this. You and I have a one-on-one before we even talk dealerships, before we even talk cars. What's your main objective? What's most important to you? What are the biggest problems you're having with your car right now? What do you not like about the car that you're driving right now that you want to change in your next car? These are the conversations you and I are going to have. It's not about, now, if you're just, hey, we're going to get the best price on a Chevy Silverado, I know where to take you. Hey, I want to get the new Mazda CX-5. I know where to take you. But there's sometimes more with people. We had a couple there. Hey, we're thinking about having children. Great. What are you driving now? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Are you looking at having one kid here real quick, two kids?
Yeah.
What are you looking to do? These are the things, because you don't want to get stuck and then all of a sudden something else come up. I mean, we can't, only God knows the future and what's going to happen. But if we can be preventative and put you in the right position the right way. I mean, these people, hey, we're trying to save money. We can't afford $1,000 car payment. We need a vehicle. Have you thought about leasing? We don't like to lease. How many miles do you drive a year? He said, my wife drives about 10,000. They are now in a lease car, and we saved them almost $500 a month. How much is that a year? Well, that's $6,000. Well, at the end of 3 years, we would have saved them $18,000 from a retail buy that they're going to have in the bank as they're living in an apartment, they're having a baby, and they want to get out of it. That was just one of the cuts, and then they're making up. So they could speed that up. But it's these conversations that we want to have. I had one guy that says, hey, I drive 22,000 miles a year. Tell me about leasing. I went, you are not a lease candidate. But he had lease companies saying, don't worry about the miles. It'll go away when you trade it in. Not true. Well, we want to thank you. Remember, the most important word in your life should be forgiveness. Have forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness. And remember, turn off those electronics, especially with your kiddos. Instead of handing them a Lexus or a cell phone or a computer, hand them a Bible, hand them your hand, have a conversation, tell that person you love them, and have a blessed Saturday.
And one of the things you always want to remember is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Until next Saturday morning here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, we'll see you then at 9 a.m. to noon. Have a great weekend, and thank you, Dave Martin, for a great job producing the show.
Thanks, Dave.
All
All
right.
right. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Be safe
All
out
right.
there. And we're going to be
I'll do it.
signing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.